Yo les gars, yo le chat. Ça revient.
Yeah, the first ever Fortnite game event in Los Angeles. We're building some of the fastest maps you're ever gonna see.
Yeah. So pumped for you to check it out.
I'm Michael Makes. War Tundra. Cruise, Scariote, Take Fighter, Stormhawk. I'm just very excited to see.
Yes.
The next big thing is I think when Fortnite finally released Creative, it was kind of a big eye opener that this could be something big. This could be the future of Fortnite. A lot of my friends plug behind. They're not playing that I'm doing this like Fortnite for a living. I picked up Fortnite Creative.
Yo le chat.
Turned into something more. Creating really did change my life and people changed his life. So the point of the map is you turn into a piece of junk. The goal is to go into the incinerator without the guards shooting you.
Ben j'ai même commencé le live, le gars est bien fou.
Score 3 points. You guys ready to give it a play test? Ready to give it a first shot? I've actually rated my first game when I was 14. I didn't care about anybody playing, but I just made stuff. I'm ready to jump in the server. Being the youngest commander here actually not that big of an issue because everybody respects me. I'm feeling kind of nervous because I want to be up to the expectations. I want people to enjoy what we make. I can just hear what your feedback is. First of all, I want to say great building designs. They're really inspiring. Great design. The thing I noticed is some devices, like the bounce pads on the walls, they sometimes feel they have no purpose to be there. I really like the center. The barrier turns off and everyone kind of runs in and shoots out of this thing. It's been really awesome watching your process, seeing how fast you guys do it. It's just ridiculous.
When I look back at this experience, I don't believe it's real. I feel like it was just a dream I had for a really, really long time.
I was really blown away when I first got here and watched like all your guys' talents. You guys all have incredible careers in game design and you guys have so much potential. It's so fun being here with everyone, building games, doing what I love. It's awesome. I think I'm going to be friends with you for a long time.
J'ai rentré tout le monde, hein, franchement. Oui, j'ai rendu. Mais ça abonné, GFX, Word, bref. Tu as 215 abonnés. J'ai mis la cloche de notification. Ah, Dauntless. Ah, ça, je suis Dauntless. Ok. Ah, c'est Dauntless, on peut pas. 3 millions, ça. J'en ai deux, comme j'ai deux comptes.
Island's Lockie's Landing was created by Wirt Andrew and Dolphin Dom, full of challenging ramps and a shortcut that was uncovered pretty quickly. So this shortcut route
Ouais, j'ai bien entendu quand je me suis abonné avec la cloche de notification. Avec le deuxième compte, je l'ai fait aussi.
the top players had to be reviewed with an outside clock. The top 3 airfaring scallywags ended up being X-Sandy, Lytax, and MSYB.
I really want to thank everybody out there who participated. This was really fun watching all the runs come through. It was just really awesome to see.
After that, we skip across the Atlantic to France, where Gotaga created a bomb defusal map using Knox and Prim.
Et tout ça, bien entendu, le plus rapidement possible.
Players had to be the first ones up in Elixir City in search of bombs to defuse as fast as possible. Players walked on pipes, the edges of fences, used shadow bombs, whatever they had to do to be able to hit every corner of the map in search of bombs. In the end, the top 3 bomb diffusers were RTA, Magma, and Chaps. Next, we went to Spain, where El Rubius' elimination run by Hushin and Iscariot Egg was full of fun surprises,
Là, tu as 219 abos.
such as a Flores lava mechanic and a one-to-one recreation of his real-life streaming room. After all that slipping and sliding
Yo,
around the map,
Zados.
it was incredibly close. But in the end, the best times were Mr. Kororo, Ryan Franta, and Bensor.
GG a todos y muchas gracias a todos por participar, de verdad.
From there, we headed to Japan.
C'est bon. Le deuxième compte.
Out of this world death.
Je me suis abonné avec le compte de boss et mon compte YouTube.
And hundreds of players attempted to prove they can hang with the best. It was a death run map, featuring traps, ballers, and clever shortcuts. The top 3 fastest finishers all blew his personal best time out of the water. With his difficult map, Tomoya has
Tu m'as fait,
collected
t'as dit que on fait l'échange des comptes, mais tu t'es pas abonné à ma chaîne pour info.
realized was
Pas
there.
grave.
当たってジャンプして走る。そしたらなんかね、長い間スピードがつくんですよ。普通だったらこの時点で止まるのに、これ見て、やばすぎるでしょこれ。
Tomoya has his work cut out for him to keep up with his stack team in New York, led by winners Dracius, Huijin, and Kutox.
この3人と一緒に僕ね、クリエイティブワールドカップ頑張りたいと思います。みんなよかったらね。
Next up, we headed to Germany, where the Spandau trials took place. Hand of Blood picked his team by inviting players into a survival mode. World Cup hopefuls had to survive for 4 minutes in an apocalyptic map, all while collecting bacon by holding down points, shooting targets, and eliminating enemies. Though many participated and survived the 4-minute map, only
Ok.
three could join Hand of Blood in New York. The highest
Donc pour la peine, je vais mettre modérateur de ma
and
chaîne.
Carnifex GG. Our final
Voilà,
challenge
j'ai mis modérateur, hein, c'est bon.
the hardest one yet.
Alors, n'oublie pas de liker le live si tu veux.
Canyon and Action teamed up for the most exclusive creative trial, with only 2 open slots on their team.
J'ai fixe, je t'ai mis modérateur de mon live.
Hay unas cosas muy sencillitas y otras que tienen un poquito más de complejidad.
Enfin, de ma chaîne plutôt.
Death Run map created by JDuke96, players had to complete the courses as fast as they could, and reach all 100 checkpoints to prove they had what it takes to play on the Fortnite World Cup stage. Tons of players attempted this death run in an effort to nab one of those 2 top spots. In the end, a few players got really creative, and 4 Turtle and Stewart claimed the last 2 seats at the Creative Finals. And with these last 3 qualifiers in the bag, we're ready to bring these 8 teams to New York City to compete for a $3 million prize pool at the World Cup Creative Finals. Be sure to tune in on July 26th, when we kick off the biggest competitive Fortnite weekend of all time.
Voilà, ça commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite fans from all around the world, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We
Ça
are
commence,
here
les
at
gars.
West East A, aka the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Zeke, this is Paula, and we have an incredible Fortnite weekend heading your way.
We're hanging out outside at the Fan Festival. We're having a blast. And inside of the Arthur Ashe Stadium, we're going to have some of the most awesome Fortnite action for you all weekend, starting with the Creative World Cup Finals.
That's right. Let's take a look at the schedule to get a little bit brief about what we're going to be taking a look at all weekend. Today all about the Fortnite Creative Finals and that pro-am. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're looking at the duels finals, and then Sunday we wrap things up with the solo finals. We're walking away with several world champions, not only from the
Aujourd'hui, le programme aussi à 4h de l'après-midi, enfin là-bas. Alors là, là dans 3 heures. Ok. Ok. Aujourd'hui, les sera long, les gars.
Creative's up first. That's right. We have 8 teams of 4, so if you've been watching on Qualifier long, you know there's been 10 weeks of Battle Royale. But there's also been 8 weeks of Creative Qualifiers. 8 team captains put together a team of fantastic creative individuals that will be coming through and competing and participating in the finals. Now, I think it's time to introduce the teams. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Bala. We have teams getting ready. They are walking in. You can see the first view right now. It is the Funky Fighters. They are led by Tamoya. Team members are Coupe, Hyuzi, and Drakius. Now, Tamoya had built this unbelievable speedrun map. It was absolutely insane, and all 3 of these qualifiers actually found a shortcut in the map that Tamoya himself didn't even know existed, and that's how they snagged the 3 spots.
So, of course, Kuta, one of the French players, he enjoys all the different sandbox aspects of the creative mode and sharing tons of maps with the community, so he's a creator himself. And then Hyuzi, he's from Turkey. All of our teams almost are multinational. This player from Turkey, and then Tracy is finally the Swedish player who completed the map in 3 minutes and 28 seconds. That was the fastest time out of the Funky Fighters.
Absolutely insane. Funny enough, we actually got to catch up with Kotu and hear what he had to say about the competition.
Hello, I'm Julio from the Funky Fighters. I'm gonna win this World Cup because I am the only pro player in all players.
So he's getting ready. We're having a good time. We're going to continue on and welcome the second team to the floor. It's going to be the Chicken Champions led by Rubius from Spain. They competed, as you can see them now on the floor, an elimination run created by Who's HN and Is Carried Egg. The map was another one of these elimination runs where they actually recreated Rubius's room inside. But Rubius, the player from Spain, he held a ton of awesome live streams that broke records.
That's right. Teammates are Bensor, Karoro, and Ryan Brenton. Now, of course, Bensor is from Norway. He's looking forward to playing here in front of this live audience. Very much excited. Karoro as well from Spain. He's only one of 2 controller players that are actually participating in the Chrome effect. And of course, let's not forget Ryan Brenton. He's from USA and he aspires to be recognized as a speedrunner in the community. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, also currently in college, enrolled in Michigan. So that's awesome as well. A student doing his homework. Let's see if these teams did their homework ahead of the competition. Bensor, what did he say?
Laisse la team. Ok, avec le pli quoi.
Hi, I'm Bensor, and I'm Team Chicken Champion, and we're not fucking around.
I mean, a man of few words.
C'est un team poisson. La team poisson, je sais pas, vu qu'il y a une team poulet, une team funky.
They are led by legendary community and death runner Scissor. You've got Tyler, you've got Zan, and you've got Susu up on that team. And I mean, honestly, this team is pretty dang good.
Yeah, absolutely, led by Scissors, one of the creators of the kind of game mode within the creative mode, the death runs. We'll see what they're going to be competing later on, but Scissors has put together a strong team, and he's a leader too. So I can't wait to see what kind of chemistry the Fish Fam has put together with the rest of their teammates.
Yeah, and actually what's really cool about this is all team members are from different places. Scissors from the USA, Tyler from Canada, Zan from Denmark, and Susu from Belgium. And funny enough, we actually had a moment to catch up with Tyler, get his thoughts on the competition.
Hi, I'm Tyler H. from Team Fish Fam. My group of players were the first team to qualify for the Creative World Cup, and we got the godfather of Death Run himself on our team, so we're definitely going to take this all with no competition.
Some strong words, some confidence coming out there. So we're going to continue on and Brockham, they're on the floor right now. They're serving it up. It's time for the trick shotters of the Little Whip Warriors led by team captain
Ninja, and they competed on a trick shot map, one of the most unique out of all of them, and they're whipping it up, Zeke.
That's right, man. You got team members Taco, FaZe Kaz, and Taldex 723. These guys are insane now. Ninja, I mean, everyone knows who Ninja is. Taco, he's from the USA. He used to play on console but switched to PC back in Season 4. You've got Kaz. He's also from the USA, and he started playing Fortnite just 2 days after Battle Royale was released. And then Taldex, he's just looking forward to playing games with his teammates. You know, he's looking forward to being here on the stage. Look at how excited they all look.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaz had some words ahead.
My name's Kaz from Team World of Warriors, and we're the most skilled, the most creative, and honestly, we're just the best.
Well, there you go. Again, just, you know, when you're ready and you're skilled, you just kind of just, hey, fine, we'll be here. Next up, though, we've got the Ravens Revenge. This team is led by Gotaga. I mean, obviously, you guys know this man is the French monster. Teammates Magma, Artier, and Chappie.
Gotaga made the map, talked about it. He actually has played in a number of different things, and we just saw Ninja. He actually once lost 19,000 in a rock, paper, scissors game against him. That is an unbelievable sum of money.
I mean, sometimes these things happen.
It's during a charity stream, so.
Yeah, it's all for charity. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. A little fun fact as well, Gotaga's, his trick and creative map was actually called Elixir City. We kind of talked about that a little bit before the pre-show. We're like, that is a dope name. But, you know, we've been hearing from the players. Next up, we're going to take a listen into Magma and hear what he has to say about being here today.
I'm Magma and my team, Ravens Revenge, is going to do really good in the World Cup, and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, death run, we have them.
Awesome. We're going to continue forward because we still have a couple more teams. The Llama Record Company is next, and this has some familiar names from the Fortnite scene. Led by Hand of Blood from Germany, they competed on a 4-minute apocalyptic map where they had to survive, so not really a surprise to see Svenos, Carnifex, and Alex JJ there because there are veterans of the Battle Royale format.
That's right, and these guys have been competing, you know, since Summer Skirmish and beyond. These guys are amazing. Svenos has amazing shoot collection. You've got Alex JJ from the UK. He also actually played back in the Summer Skirmish, which is pretty cool. Carnifex out from Italy. And the favorite thing about creative mode is that you can pretty much build completely new custom game modes. You like to see it, man.
That's ridiculous. It's funny you mentioned that about shoes from Svenos because when I met him in Poland, he actually was wearing these gold shoes. So we'll see maybe if he can pick up something gold later. But again, no surprise that this team qualified in the survival map. We're going to see if they were spinning any plans up ahead of the game. Let's find out.
Hi, this is Svenos. I play for DJ Llamas. We're going to win this one because we have 3 pros on our team and a German that is very intense and aggressive. Of course, Sundown.
And of course, if you watched during the summer vlog party, you know Sundown had the tongue twister of a name. And they gave it to me this time. The Sunshine Soldiers. Didn't mess it up. Let's go, baby. That's how we do things here. You've got dual team leaders, by the way. That's Daniel and Ashen from Brazil and Mexico, respectively. Their teammates are Four Turtle and Stuart. Quad 0-0-0-0-0. Stuart,
This team competed on a speed run and they cleared 100 checkpoints as fast as possible. The top 2 joined them. That was Four Turtle and Stuart, like you said. So very experienced in these type of speed runs, elimination runs.
Hi, I'm Fortnite, and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we're 2 captains, so it's twice as good.
Twice as good.
Twice as good. We got one more team to join us on the floor. It's my personal favorite team, moniker. It's the Loxland's Cuddle Crew, and he's joined by 3 players, MSYB, Clytax, and Sandy from Slovenia. Lockie's Landing was one of the second maps introduced in Creative Trials, and it was a beautiful map.
Yeah, man. Lachlan, had Lockie's Landing up for grabs and up for the test of all the players. You can see they've got the matching team jerseys. This ragtag crew is going to be bringing the heat, and players need to look out. Now, of course, everyone at this point probably knows who Lockie's Landing is. I'm sorry, Lockie's Landing. You've got MSYB, Flytex, and Sandy. And again, just
stage from Team Coupe, and we have the best team synergy. Even though our name is cute, we are gonna destroy them and win this competition.
Man, these teams are insane! And of course, Creative is always a pleasure to watch. I think we're gonna surprise a lot of these players, and you guys at home and here in the stadium with what you're gonna be seeing. It's gonna be a really, really great weekend, and today is gonna be amazing.
Well, it's like the team captain surprised us with their beautiful maps. I'm excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course, he did have an opportunity to play at the Creative Showdown in June, so we'll see what he brings to the table, what kind of experience he brings to the table in being involved in that first competitive event in Creative.
Yeah, for sure, and of course, for you guys all at home that couldn't make it, we miss you, we love you, but of course, we want to give you guys an outlet to be able to watch the way that you want to. So please, for your viewing experience with real-time stats and different points of view in-game, head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotation options covering a selection of diverse players. We want you to be able to watch the way that you want to watch. Now, of course, well, I'm so amped to be here. I could not be more excited. The fact that I'm actually standing still is, I think, a surprise to every single person. And of course, here is just a few more ways that you guys could watch everything. You've got the first place, the second place feeds. They're all 10 feeds for your viewing pleasure. If you want to see someone specifically, tune in to them, see what they're doing, how they're kind of navigating the maps, you can do that.
That's absolutely amazing to do.
Crazy.
Any POV, and just like you said, Zeke, I cannot believe you're still. I've been in the back room getting ready, and you've been jumping up and down, so that means it's Creative time, man. I cannot wait to get into these games, to get inside the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Zeke, again, I'm surprised we're standing still.
I mean, if you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, you need to open your eyes, because this is it. 10 weeks of qualifiers, 8 weeks of Creative qualifiers have led us to this very weekend, the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. We're going to walk away with world champions. I'm so excited. I could not be happier right now.
And not only that, we are outside of the fan festival having a blast. Everybody's doing all sorts of fun activities. All the people are getting inside, starting to get ready for the show, get in the bleachers, start watching some Creative action. Then later, of course, the pro-am. It's a blast. Make sure you're coming down here and joining us.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, funny enough, we actually have Coupe who is standing by. She is chilling with the leader of the Funky Fighters. That is Tamoya, so let's send it over to her for an interview.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here with Tamoya of the Funky Fighters. It is so exciting to have you here competing in the Creative Fortnite World Cup. How have you been preparing for today?
I just practiced with my team yesterday and things went pretty good. And we didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played really good, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
That's awesome. Team synergy is definitely important. Now, do you know any of the other competitors that are going to be here today that you'll be facing? Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run map, I think, is going to be the most competitive. So, yeah, I'm excited to do the Death Run. Yeah.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map was also a death run, so I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Zeke and Bala, back to you guys.
Oh man, the hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8 different teams. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals are about to begin. You ready?
I am ready, Zeke.
I'm ready to run inside, so without further ado, let's send it inside to kick things off.
Gentlemen, what's going on? Here. That's what I like to hear. Welcome everyone to the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and I couldn't be more happy that you guys are here in my hometown of New York City. It's actually quite nice for me because that means I don't really have to travel that far. It's pretty cool. That being said, that's going to be happening here today. Not only do we have the Creative Showdown, but we also have the third Fortnite Pro-Am that's about to go down. It is going to be incredible. You got some of your favorite content creators. They're going to take that stage and battle for your entertainment. Now, you know that we saw a few of the players that were coming out here. We actually have one that you all may recognize standing by with Pookie. Pookie, who you got for me?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am up here on the main stage with Ninja. Familiar faces for everyone in the crowd. Let's hear it. How excited are you to be here today at the World Cup Creative Mode? This is something different for you, I'm sure.
I haven't really done too much creative, but I've been playing a lot with you guys, obviously, the last 48 hours. And no, I'm really excited. I think we got a really good chance, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Now, tell me a little bit how your team came together.
Yeah. I checked out their clips, the trick shots that they submitted, and they were all, you know, they stood out to me. They were special. And it was just an easy choice. So, you know, like I said, we've actually been bonding pretty hard the last 48 hours. So, team cohesion is an all-time high.
Team cohesion, I love it. We should have named you guys the Ninja Trick Shot Warriors, really.
That would have been awesome, but there's no, I mean, there's a ninja skin kind of in the game, so, you know, we could have had, you know, maybe some of that. That's all good. I like the little whip. I love my little ice cream.
And anybody that you're looking forward to facing off against here today?
Everyone here, you know, Gotaga, he's my fellow, you know, Red Bull competitor, essentially, and, you know, Scissors because he talks a big game. That's it, yeah, those two guys I'm looking out for the most.
He does talk a big game. Let's see if he can bag it up today. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Well, I think that's pretty awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun. And who better to have some fun with than none other? You got Monster, Sundown, over at the cast booth. Take it away, fellas.
And boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. I'm one of your casters, Sundown, joined here by Monster. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. 10 weeks of qualifiers, and it's all coming to life. And this is what we're here for.
Yes, after the 8 trials now, what you will be seeing on the stage will be 4 sets of 3 matches in 2 never-before-seen maps, and a little refresher coming from the Creative Showdown there with Sky Station Showdown. It's going to be incredible.
That's right. So you guys have seen the Sky Station before. Lucky for them, you know, they get to kind of come in here prepared, kind of prepped up, but there is so much more that is going to happen that has been unveiled today.
Oh, and I mean, it's seeing the adaptation across these sets is going to be incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the end with a little remix, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's check out the overall scoring and how these guys are going to be competing and how they will win. So, as we said, that first set is Sky Station Showdown. Junkyard Juke will be the second one. Set 3 will be a never-before-seen World 1, and then set 4 will be the Golden Games. Now, the Golden Games will comprise of a singular match from each one of the other 3 with, as I said, a nice little remix on it. And the Golden Games is worth a golden llama, while all of the other sets are worth a singular silver llama. How do those llamas add up, Monster?
Yeah, you want to accumulate the most llamas throughout each set. We're treating each set as its own individual thing with a couple games in between. So they're going to get a couple runs at it, and you just want to do the best in every set and get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie, it will come down to that golden llama. The golden llama will trump all. Now let's get into the prizing, which will also determine a little bit of the scoring. We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money. So everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that. And this is per the individual matches, and it's cumulative. It won't carry over through the sets, but they're still taking it home at the end of the day. So you definitely want to get to the top 4 to bump up that score.
Yeah, that's right. And that is every game. Per match, we have a big winner. Of course, it's going to be divvied out between everyone competing, but come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across 12 of matches total. So tons of chances to win prizes from all of these guys. Let's take a look at the roster and all of the teams who who will be competing and give you guys a quick little overview. You can see Chicken Champions led by El Rubius, Sunshine Soldiers got that one right too, Zeke, with Danyan and Achin representing as the captains, Funky Fighters with Tomoya, Cuddle Group represented by Lachlan.
But we gotta give some love to the Ravens Revenge. You can see them up there, Little Whip Warriors. We already kind of touched base with Ninja. Llama Record, which you talked about a lot, coming up into here. And of course, the Fish Fam, who's gonna be led by Scissors.
And these are some of the creative kings. They've been able to go through, run, qualify. A lot of them have had the world run, or not world run experience, excuse me, but in those death runs where they were doing the qualifications, but there are also some combat aspects. So we've seen Sky Station Showdown before. You know, there's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say advantage, but there might be a little more at home when you're actually firing bullets, building out, and trying to get those rotations in.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot underestimate any of these teams. These guys grind, and they all play Fortnite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format here so we can kind of see a run on how they take these victories.
So now the VIP will be those creative captains, and they have to be the one in the capture point, uncontested, to score points. They will get 3 points per second in the initial hills, and then the first team to 1,000 points, or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the Infinity Blade.
And Infinity Blade will be important because they have to get to the capture points, A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second, and then 7 minutes into the round, point D opens up, where you will get a lot more, right? 12 points a second.
That is a lot.
That is what you want to do. You want to gun for the point D on the map. That's your comeback, or that's your lead taker.
Yeah, you can see a lot change when that opens up at 7 minutes, but now we're going to go in an overview. For those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't get to watch it at the summer block party, we got you. Zeke, catch us up.
This map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built in Creative by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players will start at their home base on the edge of this massive flying city. Together they will push 3 capture circles, racking up points by holding them down for their team. As each team heads toward the capture points, they'll need to protect their team's VIP, who plays a key role in this game mode. If they get eliminated, they'll respawn at the team's home base. The VIP is the only player who can earn points for your team while in the capture circle, earning 3 points per second. They are also the only ones who can wield the Infinity Blade, which deals massive melee damage and enables the wielder to jump incredible distances. It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle elsewhere. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles? Actually, there's a 4th one. Partway through the map, the 4th capture circle in the center of the map will open up, and will award 4 times more points per second than the others. But with high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circle, and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins. Let the showdown begin.
Love seeing that and getting a quick rundown on how the teams can go about playing. Now, Monster, I have to ask you, knowing the rules now, seeing the map, seeing the teams, who is your team to watch out for?
Now, early on, I thought the Little Whip Warriors and the Fish Fam were going to do good, but hearing from the Ravens Revenge, Gotaga now, I'm just shifting towards Ravens Revenge here. They've swayed me. Their entrance has really swayed me.
They definitely had a lot of confidence down there in Gotaga and can be very competitive at a drop of a hat. My team to watch, the Llama Record Co, Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex JJ Carnifex. You heard him talk about it. 3 competitive veterans and a very aggressive German. That's a combination that I want to see on Sky Station Showdown. Now, we've done a whole bunch of talking, but I know why you guys are here. You know why we're here. It's time to play some Fortnite. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals starts right now.
This is it. We are loading in Everyone's hopping out, and they are actually familiar with this map. So we're gonna see the strategies off the bat here. Let's see who can take away and break away with that early lead you saw there. Nice wide shot of all of our captains here. Here it is. Little Whip Warriors in the lead off the bat.
Already you can see trades coming out now. A fun fact, the Infinity Blade wielder gets a bonus 100 health and shield, so he's sitting at the 200 mark. On top of that, Siphon is on. If you get an elimination, you get that 50 effective HP back over. That makes the Infinity Blade very hard to take down. They also get those big crescent move jumps to slam down. And as you can see going on the right-hand side of your screen, it is creative chaos all over the place. But now taking in with the Little Whip Warriors as they're able to clean it out, and Ninja's trying to rotate up top.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the Llama record was completely pushed off of their points. And now we have Ninja who's going in with the Infinity Blade. What a player to wield this one right here. Oh, he's getting pushed back. Notice how he doesn't even want to get eliminated. He wants to do as much damage as possible. But is that effective?
I think you just kind of reset and you go, or you get up there and you start swinging. The 75 damage hit will be able to take it down. The Llama Record Company establishes itself right back up. Now, what's going to be interesting to me is how the players utilize the building. You start with 50 wood, and then if you get an elimination, you get 25 wood directly into your inventory. So if you're able to kind of eliminate out and put pressure down, you can get some ridiculous builds, as we're already seeing on top of the blue hill.
Yeah, this is actually a neck-and-neck race right here in the early game so far. Fish Fam, Chicken Champions, and Raven's Revenge are all trading spots at the moment. And Sunshine Soldiers comes right on in to wipe that up and get them out of there. Nice job for Stewart.
And look at the Cuddle Crew across the way, just now getting their first points because they've been contested the entire time, whereas Llama Record Company has only had one team coming up towards them. Another thing to note, let's talk about the loadouts here, Monster. What are they rocking?
They're rocking everything that you can get in the game, from blue tactical AR up to that hunting rifle. So you have the long range, you have the close range, you have the AR. You kind of just pick and choose your battle, what you want to use.
And the one thing you're missing that the Infinity Blade wielder does not have will be 9 impulse grenades. So everyone has a bunch of mobility to be able to get up there. But you see right there, Scissor's able to cut down a bunch and get a decent amount of timing. Let's take a look at the score. Little Whip Warriors climbing up, but it is only a 5-second uncontested lead, and they're building on it. Right now, not a lot of points have been scored, which means when that hill opens up at 7 minutes, it's going to be that much more important.
Yeah, this is going way better than I expected. There is no one dominant team so far. But the Little Whip Warriors are doing so great right now. There goes Ninja, and he does get traded out. Raven's Revenge kind of takes it back over. We'll go Taga squad, managed to hold it down for long enough to get their, points in. Don't forget, he has to clear out the point. If there's someone on it, you're not going to get anything.
Right, and as soon as you're up there, teammates are not building for you, you're exposed for the entire map. Everyone else is able to see you. You can see El Rubius going in, but the double pack plus the Infinity Blade wielder of Hand of Blood. This Llama Record Company team is looking to go platinum with a great defense of their point.
There it is, very nice. Finally starting to earn some points, trying to break that, triple digit. Hand of Blood, little fun fact right there. This dog Falco is Germany's second biggest dog influencer on Instagram.
That's impressive, but I wonder who the first biggest is now. That's like, is there a statistic for that? Like, you go down the line? But one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the eliminations coming out of the Infinity Blade. Already sitting on 7 and being aggressive. And the more he gets that siphon going, the better he's going to be. But the Chicken Champions come out on top there. No tender defenders are going left. Able to hold the top, and now crawling their way back up there. They're only about 10 seconds or so behind the Funky Fighters?
Dude, wait a second. Where did the Funky Fighters come from? Suddenly they're at the top here, and the Little Whip Warriors have not managed to earn any points. Sunshine Soldiers looking to kind of ruin that festival up top, but it's Tomoya. We touched with him with Pookie early on. He said, you know what, he chose his players, specifically because they're great at death breath, but it looks like they battle it out too.
They're doing a very good job of making sure they go at the same time. You can see Tomoya here being patient, doing everything he can to try and find an outlet, but he doesn't want to commit before his teammates are there. He's waiting for Coupe. There they are. Kuzi coming up with him as well. The fight is on, but we switch back over to Scissors just chopping it down. But the Fish Fam is a sushi there as the retake happens.
That is actually crazy. Watch him kind of wait there, prepare the ambush. His team comes up and they collapse on the point, and bye-bye Fish Fam.
And notice they had enough mats to completely encircle the top, but the Infinity Blade will be able to come right out. So instead, Tomoya jumps straight up to just stall out a couple every second because every second matters. As you see Kutu also on 8 elims right now. The sword players putting in work.
We have a bit of a tie up top. Funky Fighters and Fish Fam. Llama Records so close as well. This is a close one for the run in the top 5 so far.
And I like seeing the Funky Fighters using impulses out of spawn. You get 9 of them, so it's great to throw them off to knock other people off the point, but use 3 to get a little faster. These guys are all very experienced in terms of navigating basically every part of Creative and Battle Royale, so they can use those little quick impulses to get themselves more efficient. As you see Zan go down, Suzu go down, Scissors go down right there as Lachlan is just cutting them apart. But Tomoya, again, the Funky Fighters come out on top with the Infinity Blades at least, so no points going over right now to the Cuddle Crew.
Oh no, the Cuddle Crew does not have the Infinity Blade wielder here, so Clitex has to kind of hold it down for now until the leader, the team captain, can get up to the top. And Blackland gets there in time, he might be able to, but nope, they kind of lose their point of interest, unfortunately.
And now Gotaga goes up and goes straight back down, not able to catch himself on the edge, so Raven's Revenge gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but have full control. And Gotaga unfortunately brings some of his teammates built there with the Infinity Blade.
Yeah, you see Chappie. Chappie's from, you know, the USA. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually 1v1 build fights. So this is why they're doing pretty good right now. And they kind of close it up. Looks like the Cuddle Crew has come back, but the Fish Fam is here to ruin that entire party. Can they shut it down? And Scissors survives just for a bit more.
And again, you see every single time the Funky Fighters go up, it is never a solo person. It is always 2, most of the time 3. They get control. Little whipping all over as Tomoya goes up, comes back down, and the Shing was not enough. Cuddle Crew takes him down.
I actually love that strat. You don't see anyone else really utilizing the dive straight up into the air to kind of disengage off the pressure. Great job chopping up here. He's already at 8 limbs. Never mind, make that 9. That was a good time down right there. And they finally get another run at, you know, advancing the lead here.
They are laying out. You see every single one almost to the double-digit marks, but Taco, hello. That was your head. Yeah, you gotta be careful because, hey, if all you're doing is sitting there rifling, that's fine. Somebody's gonna take a hunting rifle and make you pay. Lachlan goes up, MSYB is just behind him, and Lachlan is able to take that one over. Kaz is trying to do everything he can, and he does get Lachlan, so good delay coming out from there, but opening up about a 20-second lead. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, middle point is open. That's 12 points per second, and right off of the bat, you see Cuddle heading towards the impulse is going out, and a swing and a miss there. The Superman jump. Ninja not quite gonna get it as Ruby's and Hammer get the right away. Ruby is under fire, but Ninja under fire. Who will take it? Ruby has the better sword on the day, and then immediately taken out. This is chaos.
Whoever's the last one here is probably gonna be the most successful. But remember, you need your sword wielder. Your captain has to be there. If Lachlan isn't there, it's not even worth fighting for. So Playtex doesn't care. He's trying to pick up that elim counter, and he's on it. Plays some good defense there. Down goes Hand of Blood. No points for the Llama record anymore. They actually use that. Just a couple seconds put them all the way back up to 2nd place.
And 2 of the Cuddle Crew right now have combined for 31 eliminations, but they're not converting it into points. They're currently sitting at the bottom, 189. Little Whip Warriors do still have a lead, but it's already been cut down. And just as I said, with the middle hill, Funky Fighters almost taken away. Rare goes right on over. And you see any amount of time in that middle hill is so efficient.
I'm actually loving that little strat right there. They hold a point, then aim out to where these players spawn in and kind of move in from, just kind of pressure them back.
Yeah, so that's when you need somebody with a hunting rifle to start taking shots and saying, hey, pick on somebody else. If you look at this way, you're going to have to respawn, because if you can get tags, great, but if you don't convert them and into anything, it's not worth it. As I just kind of stuttered, because Carnifex is sitting on 23 eliminations, Hand of Blood on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yes, they were using that bonus capture point D, which is right in the middle. It only appears after the 7-minute mark. So now that we only have 5 left in the game, it's up to whoever can hit that 1,000 first. At this pace, I think the Fish Fam, Funky Fighters, or the Llama Records are probably going to take it here.
Yeah, the Sun Sunshine Soldiers are also racking up points quickly. What's interesting to see is the Fish Fam are pretty much now uncontested.
Oui.
As everyone has
Ok, ben no, j'aurais fait
once you get later into the game, when you need to kind of go up a little bit more, consistent points end up winning out because everyone will turn their attention to the 12 points per second. You'll have impulses going down there, random hunting rifle shots, builds 24/7 because they see that tick happening. And look, as I said, all the sword players are down there, 2 of them going off, the attack shotguns being thrown up, walls everywhere, but it doesn't matter. Points aren't being scored right now.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to get all the bonus points that the Fish Fam is just like stealing away the lead right now. But also, remember, if their teammates pick up elims, you get mapped straight to your point, into your inventory. So they're able to fortify up there. That's why they're just slowly growing.
And you can actually fortify to prevent the impulses from going in or make kind of a wall to toss it in. As you see, Hand of Blood picking up his 16th elim, but hey, Scissors is chilling. Pumpernickel it up, man. Pumpernickel it up. Yeah, let him know. Let him know. There we go. He's saying, hey, you guys will stick to our strategy. Let's see if somebody goes to contest it. There it is right away. They go up, but all 4 of them. You don't want to run into this. They're ready and waiting. They know they have the lead right now.
Oh, he's holding a trophy.
Look at he's looking around, he's telling them to let him know, man, and that's what it's all about. They've opened up a 100-plus point lead, but no contention because everyone is tunneling on the bottom.
And I like this now. Now they're turning their attention outwards. Other teams kind of realize, wait a second, they're just up there scoring.
Like, what can you do in this instance? They see the other scores. That leaderboard is running for them. What they have to do, if you're the Llama Record Company, you hold the middle and lock it down for that time. And then the second you get the lead, start running at the Fish Fam. Don't let them come anywhere near any point. Nobody else is going to catch you unless they get the middle. Everyone's attention is there right now. And the Llama Record Company now has the 100-point lead back in the span of just 10 seconds.
They let their guard down one time, and suddenly Llama Record takes the lead as the Fish Fam wasn't just farming all those points. Nope, Fish Fam no longer have a free point. It is up to everyone to stop the Llama Record Company here because Hand of Blood has 17 elims and he's going for the middle now. He's got his team ready. Let's see what's he gonna do. Hits the vent, goes right in, nice and sneaky. Oh, he's still waiting. Look at the big brain plays. Comes out the collateral right there, and it's all his. The center point is his to earn points now, Sundown.
It's so close. It's just a few more checks out of it. One more goes over, and that's it. Llama Record Co. takes the first match. Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex are your match 1, set 1 winners right there. Incredibly impressive. Coming out, well-executed gameplay, and they say, Scissors, you can hold that L.
Bah, faut être parler, non?
Allô?
Allô? Pourquoi tu parlais pas avec moi?
Ben, parce que les gens qui regardent mon live ont dit que c'est trop fort. Alors...
Ah, ok, ah, c'est plus. Ah, ok, je comprends.
Parce que la game est. En fait, là, la game est finie. La game est finie, alors on parle, mais quand il y aura une game, je vais mute, tu vois.
Ouais, je vois. Vas-y, vas-y. Oh, en fait, tu veux dire que la fin du jeu, en fait.
Ouais. Ouais.
Jen, arrête, Jen, sors.
Pas ma faute.
Everything is wood, so
you're able to kind
of hit through it, and the Infinity Blade cuts through all of it right away. But the Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build, needs support from his teammates. So you saw the people who were roaming in packs of 3 and 4.
Mais tout le monde c'est créatif, là.
Oui.
Was like slaying legit so many elims, but not a lot of points. And that's because like that split game is not going to work.
You have to convert control the point game mode, and if you're not doing that, the other players are going to be doing that. As you saw right there.
Les gens qui regardent le live, est-ce que le live est trop fort ou pas? Enfin, est-ce qu'on parle trop fort? Dites-moi si je parle fort ou je parle pas fort. C'est bon.
Just one, dude. One match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over to Pookie.
Ouais, je te mets quoi, les... Ouais, je vais...
Tu vois de quoi? Non, là, pas de mollet. Moi, bien sûr, ça
played
football.
this. Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few training sessions yesterday and we were totally dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here.
Pour les gâteaux, tu peux les changer dynamique. C'est pas le trop fort. Au moins, ça se tourne live.
At the very beginning, and then kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating near the end. Who made that call?
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah. Like, we know that at 7 minutes, like, the middle just opens. So, yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got a strat going. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? Going to change it up?
We're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully no one pulls us.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard you say that, so we might have to discuss strategy a little bit when the microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you've traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
No.
It's an experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we love Spandau.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game. Caspins, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Llama, Record Co, Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex taking the very first match of the Creative Finals, the first match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive format. They clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out, literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fully on board.
I'm
no
so
problem.
convinced.
It's all good." This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that. If you're gonna be winning, what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of a fish fam, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get bats for it, so it can help you build.
Yes,
Et pourquoi c'est qu'on attendait du boss?
The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots with the Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see, you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away, fish fam and chicken contenders.
La seconde manche va commencer. Hein.
Alright, here we are. So, this time around, the Sunshine Soldiers actually managed to get some points off the bat. Very good for them.
Et regarde, quand la game a commencé, mute ton micro, comme ça on va pas t'entendre.
Those jumps, he's able to get around incredibly efficient, up to the top right away, but the early tack fights coming out, Tomoya able to ruin that one there, but then Tyler trades it right back out. And what really is important here is about establishing control as a team. You want to stay together and just get your momentum rolling as Ninja goes up, followed quickly by the Little Whip players. Ninja goes first, gets 1 elim, gets 2 elim as they swarm from both sides. So Ninja was up 2 from the back, 1 from the front.
Parle sur mon chat une fois pour voir. Je t'ai mis mode normalement. Je t'ai mis modérateur normalement.
Doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to
Ouais,
do here.
ninja.
6 eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with 1, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade. As Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds, and needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Well, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge. They're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 Elans, opening up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top but get pushed out. Kaz finally gets taken down, but 5 Elans on his first life there.
Très fort. Il semble bosser sur la miniature du prochain live que je vais faire.
But Chappie's on the other side, Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama record go, and they're already slaying out as well. 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health, will have the sword regen.
Build, he also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up, he has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken Champions who make a quick end of him. It's their turn to start accruing points, but no, Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Il a normal du spectateur.
Was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddleman team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points.
Yo, best lesson.
Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there is the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
This is definitely very intense for Tomaya here. Ooh, knows he's on camera there, gets a little
Il est en plein fight, il se tape des emotes comme ça, ouais. Alors, même en game normal, t'as même pas le temps de faire ça. Les gars sont acharnés sur toi.
It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right so you can get up to the first level. However, Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
See here, these are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great this game.
No, and this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight up. That's the first Elam. He's going to be able to point his camera, go up, and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead, going to save that jump to be more impactful. Raven's Revenge is trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga and crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. Chappie gets taken down for Ninja's 8 Elam, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another Elam to put him back in the game. You got to get that siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up, because you know the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. As you can see the ticket going up there, it's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP. And those are long animations, but look at the challenge. 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space. Eats the headshot from Suzuhu and disengages.
Cuddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. See this struggle just a bit, and the story has definitely been supreme dominant so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points, might as well go for it.
Oh, ça s'est arrêté. Ils ont arrêté sur le gros visage de Ninja, mec. Ouais. Epic, ça bug.
There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elam, so definitely has some slayers there.
Parle une seule fois sur mon chat. Enfin, parle plusieurs fois. Tu es modérateur maintenant. Tu es modérateur sur mon live. Ouais, va sur ma chaîne, va sur mon live.
Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. Look at this. The Little Whip Warriors approaching that 400-point mark. And in just 1 minute, that new point capture deed will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up. But after that, kind of cycled back in. The center point became the Llama Record Co. You said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has found themselves another point.
Casse-toi,
The way they've angled this build is brilliant because if you
Merci
come up the
pour
steps, you're
la
pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off. And then Ninja just drops down. Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he gets picked up.
Son abonnement.
Comes up with Magma 1-2-3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there. Alex JJ down there. Carnifex down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Llama Record Co. But the impulses are raining from everywhere.
And the Blood really tried to get in there early too, as did every other captain. But it was to no surprise, not effective.
And you can see that the Chicken Champions are committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well. While contestation is happening down in the bottom. No Infinity Blade Wielder is in there, but the steady climb of points coming out of the Chicken Champions is going to be beneficial. But also, just like that, Llama Record Co. is a little bit off the pace. They need to get the center uncontested. However, in this game, they have a lot more attention on them.
Yeah, but look, Fish Fam's doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the Chicken Champions have adopted the strategy.
Fish Fam are doing it too. You can see they're creeping up there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams are not contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side, so every hill is occupied in full control by the team. Not being contested. Else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
Well, this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan with the middle platform goes, and you either need to stick to it or, depending on the score, be adaptive. Because right now, Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead, and you can send one person to just throw impulses down there over and over. Just be annoying from the top.
Here's Scissors. 6 Elans looking good on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely, and Little Whip Warriors no longer lead.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions there from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back, so that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place. Going to pass 700 in just a second. No, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Llama Record Co. down there and trying to push him out. And you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. They are slowly just battling for this number 1. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well. The Fish Fam not too far either. Everyone's so close here in the top 4. Don't forget, you take a victory, you win 55,000 bonus in prize.
And right now, Suzu is going off. 21 eliminations, and right as I say that, apologies for the caster curse, but 21 eliminations from the Belgian. He loves practicing his builds in creative, and is showing it off here with really clever defensive cone edits up there. But right now, Little Whip Warriors are going at it. Tomoya gets the better of Ninja, and he gets cut down, but Funky Fresh Riders then get sent all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here, as this is their comeback story, because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive just long enough to get a couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game here, just eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't cool with them. I'm assuming they've sent him to just go either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go flying at people as the cutoff come up in a very well coordinated pitch. 3 from the side, and Scissors gets taken down.
No,
they got stopped at 1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade Wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the one here. If he touches the middle. A singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him, he's got a slight grin on his face, he wants to do it. Is this the point that he's gonna make it? Here it goes, he takes the stake, he does miss. He's going back for it now, his team's up there. All he has to do is swipe just a couple of times. Can he win this trade? He does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s, and as they did, Llama Record Go gets the control there, but Little Whip contesting them right back. Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contestant is going for the middle. Here's Tomoya, he knows just a second in there, uncontested will be enough. Can he get it?
Oh,
no, he doesn't have knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second
What the
he
fuck?
landed, knocks everyone out. No one's in there.
Look at my one second.
And he does. That's it. His feet touch the ground.
J'ai pas de
The
chance,
impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya takes it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What an intense endgame. Taken out at 999 points. Really anything can happen in those final moments.
I'm telling you, I love the Sky Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing. And the Funky Fresh Fighter right there celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now again, we talked about it. The impulse is being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, set back out, goes in, but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest endgame ever. Just kind of diving in and wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion the second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was not enough to shut down the Funky Fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Uzi, Dracius, incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a Funky Fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them.
Really?
I can't
really? Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won. I'm their fan, but no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match. Llama Record was like, oh, we're gonna stick to our game plan. That didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire fight.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able to get their Llama Record and Little Whip across so late. Funky Fresh was just able to step there.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it happens, you know? Now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the set, now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they've got that top spot. We have Pookie standing right on the top deck. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys, first off and foremost. Now, I gotta talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting, you needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible, so we just tried to get 1 more point and we did it, so.
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? You're gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got second place, second game we won, so yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite World Creative Cup, just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win? What is that like?
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun to compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to me. I'm going to let you get back, get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie, and the Funky Fresh Fighters. I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to hang out with my Llama Record Co. But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay, and was it what you expected?
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind the Fish Fam, but as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way, and I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run, but incredibly well so far in Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster, because if you can get the Silver Llama there, and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station show.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half, 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner. So you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference in 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there, it makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're gonna throw it outside to Bala, because he's gonna show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approach at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramp, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at it now where they're at, they're only in second place. Fish Fam was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved, it was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station. Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference in players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better for these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of teamwork happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of
Salut à
this
toi.
set 1 after this. A Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown, set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials. Next 5, Sword does a double jump, boom, right to the top. Chicken Champions exits the execute.
Yeah, this is what matters right here, is stopping the funky fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories really in the best place.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that, they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record go putting shots down towards this one. You don't want to peek though, because the hunting rifles will be coming out in the shot. Just misses Carnifex right there. And he trades back down. Ninja firing it off, but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Gortaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one, they were in fourth, so they were there, they were close. Funky Fighters have a win in a second place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allowed them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, you know, gritty, dominate the other side, take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but hey, his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Australia. He started playing in Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, man. I would get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay and right back down, cuddle through, not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just denying the cuddle through the points, but we talked about how we wanted to see more from them right now, pushing into the top three.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew, come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja. Disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the siphon.
I was about to say, no siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there, was basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. That was like 200 IQ, low-key right there. It was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there, waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Taldak goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodged the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out, trying to find it. And Dracius is coming back up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga, instead just going to disengage.
It's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. It's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Ravens Revenge and Llama Record go 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already. And bye-bye, ball's down. Lucky for him, no ball damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse is flying overhead. And Gotaga, they've been so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. But they don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point. He is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings. No shots coming through. And RTA actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest them, and it just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. RTA goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets a slam. Gotaga, will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and strafes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get control.
Yeah, I love how he played that, stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, then you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga, he's throwing himself into the fire, straight into the point there. He gets taken out. Here it is, Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe kind of get themselves in the running. They're trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about caster curses. It might be like player jinxes going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well. We're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
And Clytax has been bragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting in players' faces, and doing it all with that rare attack. But he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the elim. You see Porto trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Cororo. Ryan Frantic comes up the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, coming right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, what's it, YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, Little Whip and Lava Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going up as everyone's like, no, we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga in group. They are nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is contesting them. The Cuddle Crew has not been able to catch up a little bit, but they both just established control in their top zones. And Cuddle Crew won't pass Raven's Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take this set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He goes in it, but hey, he has to come out now and defend themselves. It's 3 chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from the 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos at point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
You're still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, you gotta make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady 3-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up and keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
And this is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other two platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Raven's revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protective president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Records still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Raven's revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him the difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent three, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right, and now Lackland can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do, and he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his. Right now, he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over a half-second away from each other. Their shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew
They're
goes
gonna take
through.
it down. 999, 1,000. Gotaga and Raven's revenge in the closest nail-biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact that they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens' revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop off when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were 1 tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
You know, he's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How does it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all 4 of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was it.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And yeah, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And yeah, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
on there. And now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all 4 strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result. And that puts them immediately into contention because it's a cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, you know, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. You're like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which one. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers. And I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2, and then you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable. No. Like, not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set 1 winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up, and I mean, you gotta be happy for him.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tamara beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get into the races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do that. We have some really good runners, and then they turn around and do that?
I was just showdown? Yeah, I was just going to touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So, for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama Record Cup do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6 and 7, and then 8 there are the Chicken Champions. But this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I I know we released Prop Hunt, but something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played red light, green light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. You will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under their guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light / prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game though. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game's played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game built off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to rush for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base, and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
Whoa, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Turn them into dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who is watching the right angles? And it's, again, it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy after from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver lava. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2, match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and Maze Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shot as well.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop them. You want to force stop them. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away, you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go, but the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. And Blood's team, the longer record, go also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by. And these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Ooh, oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom. Got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air. But great run coming out from X-Sandy and Tamoya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Benzer and Alex JJ desperately trying to get it. Alex JJ with another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trap doors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain two of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to note, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster in a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there has chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash, clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. Screen goes back up, oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whenever you have that bounce, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tamoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary, but notice, he gets an elimination on the object, you don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points, so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you
can't allow the score and you're not scoring, which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Cuddle Group already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking the lead. And Chicken Champions can't earn anything.
I love that from Clydex right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands, he's like, please, please make sure it's not there, and then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in, and you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing, point your camera towards the end, you go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling off the strats here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here, but 20 seconds on the clock, can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lachlan gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're gonna rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new cards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champions' opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers and now the bottom layer of the guard tower and the Fish Bam are at the top. So it is time to mix it.
My eyes are on the
Ouais, Mohamed.
right now. They are great. They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the silver line. As we talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of elims too in the round where they were playing defense. So not a ton of scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tamoria's a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue on the open. He's going to be hunting for me. And that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there. And that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here. And that's why they've been so good at these competitions.
Voilà.
I think the guards need to be slightly
Oh, je suis comme.
Ouais, j'ai mal.
Ça fait bientôt 2 heures que je regarde la World Cup. Hein. Par contre, les messages où tu dis pourquoi tu écris parle. J'ai pas compris en fait. Quel rapport?
That will lead into the llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in, the water heaters in. It was fantastic for Raven's Revenge, and Llama Record Co. are also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venos, and Hand of Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle crew, which, by the way, Lachlan's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, you know, catch a little bit of domination here in this junkyard juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways we have the world run where it's there. We saw Sky Station Showdown that shows off building. Right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. If you let them score, they're going to break free and break away with the lead. It's bullseye, just kind of blending right in.
The archery target, there's a lot of them out there, but you need to be careful because they're slightly harder. Come on. Really?
He's floating up there.
Ouais, c'est très bizarre. Très bizarre.
One other thing to talk about is orientation of your props. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction. Unfortunately, he was clipping into the trash bag there. But if you're running
n'oublie pas de liker, partager et abonne-toi. Si tu veux que je continue à live la Coupe du Monde de Fortnite. Ah, tu t'es abonné. Ah non, c'est à toi, Mohamed.
Yeah, the clock was ticking. They're like, you know what, we gotta get in here. That was round 3 of 4 for this first game right here. And, you know, it's kind of going either way.
Merci à Mohamed GG pour avoir lâché un abonnement, ça fait super plaisir.
This is your last opportunity. You're in a guard tower, that's all the points you got. That's it, they have to hold strong.
So this is where it really comes to mind who is running, who is in the tower, and what does the scoreboard look like. So right now we can see right away Llama Record Co. is up there, and I believe it's with, let's see who that other team was when we pan back over, we'll call that out, but Llama Record Co. is in first right now, and I think Cuddle Crew is with them as well, so it's typical that the top two would be up there, and it is. The top two teams are in the guard
Mec, t'es tellement bizarre que j'ai oublié de mettre abonne.
This first match of set 2. I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty big lead. That's a substantial lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldiers,
J'ai pas habitude. J'ai pas la. Non, pas en français s'il te plaît. J'ai pas l'habitude de m'abonner à quelqu'un. Ah, ben, ça fait plaisir. Regarde, Mohamed.
That's why they're dominating. You can see the no hesitation really coming out of them. That's why they have the lead right now. And it's great. It's great that they're hitting his shots. It's great that Svenos is holding it down.
But the Funky Fighters, we talked about it, eyes on them, already up to 120. One more 10-point prop will put them past. And unfortunately for Ninja there, does get hit on the springboard, but gets in anyway, so just a little bit of time loss. A great shot from Lachlan. My lord, I barely even saw that.
Four Turtle from Australia hit a springboard and Lachlan shut that down.
Mohamed, maintenant tu fais partie de mes modérateurs.
You don't want to hit those springboards, man.
And now you can see 125 from the Funky Fighters. They're doing everything they can to overtake. They want this match victory. They want to keep the momentum rolling, but the Cuddle Group is doing a great job of picking up targets and running their timeout, getting some both right as they get out of spawn and before they're about to score. It's the waste of time. It's even that much more efficient, but unfortunately not finding anything there.
Yeah, Lachlan is really not timing his kind of rotations.
Oui, t'es numéro 2, regarde, tu peux voir que ton logo est en bleu maintenant.
Kind of holding himself back. That's why you saw him a couple Elings right there, but you got to put that pressure down, lock down these lanes so they don't just get like free rotations through, right?
And again, we talked about it a little bit. I'm very surprised nobody is consistently running 2-point props. You can get them in every run if you pick the right path.
Ça me fait plus plaisir de te mettre modo que toi tu me remercies parce que tu es modo. T'inquiète. Je te sens bien, c'est pour ça.
Cuddle Crew right there, 130 points. This is their time. Cuddle Crew still doing really good defense right here. Oh no, but you know, Castle's first. I feel so bad. Chicken Champion comes up out of nowhere, takes that one right away.
Able to get him there, and now the Funky Fighters 5 points out. Anything going in will be enough, and the time ticks.
J'ai jamais été modo. Merci beaucoup. T'inquiète. T'inquiète.
On the defense says lock it up. We good, brilliantly done from them, and that's what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there on defense, you know exactly how long you need to keep them out, exactly what you need to do in order to take the victory, and no surprise there, the guys who are all about that apocalypse game mode during the creative trials, able to take home the very first match ever on Junkyard Junior.
Most well played, valiant effort from everyone that participated in that run right
Ça fait quoi, c'est... Ça fait quoi, c'est... J'ai pas compris. Ça fait quoi si je te supprime ou ça fait quoi autre chose? Je comprends pas ta phrase. Reformule, s'il te plaît.
Maybe some of these guys need a little help here. Let's redo this. What would you suggest here, Sunday?
I don't want to say suggest, but I had an opportunity to play a decent amount of it. I'm a big fan of kind of adjusting based off of the storyline. So if you're seeing you're able to consistently keep running 2-point props, get the guaranteed points. If somebody's playing really good defense and you're not getting 10-point props, you need to pivot away from that
Je supprime, ça fait quoi? Si je supprime. Tu supprimes quoi? Supprimer quoi?
Eventually, even if you get all the way to the end, sometimes it's not enough, right? And then you've wasted that 35, 45 seconds, 3 rotations to get just there, whereas you could have grabbed the burger, grabbed the bucket, and ran the entire time, weaved around, try and like catch a good area, as we saw with the statue, able to hide around a corner. So we'd love to see in the next match a little bit more, I don't want to say like determination going into it, but be a little bit more deliberate.
That's right, but let's go in and hear from some of the deliberate actions over with Zeke, down with our winners.
What's up, guys? I'm hanging out with the Llama Record Company. They took away the prop hunt 5-point lead. You guys locked it up at the very end. And I'm going to start with you. And one person I want to call out specifically is this man right here, Sven. Very tall, tallest man on the planet. It feels like this guy's a very good pick for your team. And I want to know why him, and then also why you picked these other two.
Yeah, I mean, I pick all those guys because
quand tu appuies sur un logo et ça fait
there are no random things in it. You need go there, you
Attends.
need decision making for sure.
Attends.
I mean, he's like a Spano. You really like Spano. That's kind of the best city in the world. And
En fait, ça l'exclut. Ça l'exclut du chat. Et tu pourras faire ça quand, si par exemple, il y a des gens qui injurent dans les prochains lives ou quand je ferai des vidéos. Bien, s'il y a quelqu'un qui injure ou je sais pas quoi, hein, en tout cas qui fout la merde dans le chat, et bien, tu la supprimes du live et voilà. Attends, Mohamed, je reviens. J'ai pas mon chargeur.
Final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Are you going to, is the Llama Record Company going to be the team? Do you think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
I think it's going to be all us, yes.
There you go, man. A few words, that's all they need. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up competitive matches. But this is what happened in the first set, right? They were there. They were confident. They're like, yeah, once you get it, it's easy. And then all the other teams caught up. So very interesting to see if that same story from set 1 is what's happening in set 2.
Yep, that's right. Alex there said it best. You know, he had the confidence. He felt good in those final moments. And hey, you know, once you figure out who's aiming, maybe just avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody is hitting all their shots, you need to take a different route. You can't go and continuously challenge them because, again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through, the guy hits a lucky, or I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like you said,
comment vite que je fais des fautes. Ouais, je vois ça. Mec méchant. Comment ça, mec méchant? Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire par là, Mohamed?
Let's check it out.
Tu vas faire un propent? Cool.
Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's LTN that is available only for this weekend in Monster. Have you had a chance to play prop hunt?
Votre créa.
All week long now, I finally really got to experience some prop hunt.
Ils vont faire un
I
pot.
kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out?
But
no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level. These guys are doing great, but we're now going to get into match 2 of set 2.
Comment ça, Mohamed, mec méchant?
Junkyard Juke, and let's see who is able to push on. The match is about to start. Here we go. The creative finals at the Fortnite.
Sa bonne définitive, c'est si j'appuie sur masque utilisateur sur cette chaîne. Par contre là, je sais pas du tout.
We're jumping straight into their POV. So notice Ninja firing right through those blinds. He saw something moving back there. He's trying to pinpoint. What was it? Doesn't force track him down. Sport Turtle. Just a little pixel. You know, you stand out, you're gonna get popped here.
He needs to make sure he's still watching.
Ouais, oui.
Run on that corner right now, where people
Oui, c'est un ban définitif.
What do you think? Would you rather be up in the guard tower first and kind of get that out the way, or would you prefer to kind of jump in as a prop and get your points first?
Ça veut dire, si il y a un mec méchant sur le chat, je le banne temporaire. Ouais. Si le ban temporaire, si ouais, ban temporaire. Et s'il continue, eh ben, si tu vois un premier avertissement, il respecte pas, eh ben, tu mets deuxième avertissement. S'il ne respecte pas encore, troisième avertissement. Si ne respecte pas encore, là, tu le bannes. Voilà. Tu le bannes. Et en fait, supprimer, c'est supprimer le message, en fait. Supprimer, c'est supprimer le message.
Doesn't get the teddy bear in. 10 points going through, and Clytex gets picked right at the edge.
Right through the current. Taco is like, you know what? I'm gonna check the close area. Look at how Chappy's doing it as well. He's actually eliminated 9 props so far, so he is really firing away here, trying to see if anyone's trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up, and Sandy gets caught right there.
Good shot right away. 20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Trappy to get it there, get the reload up. Saw the truck over on the side, is able to pick that one up, and now is looking for the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement, just once fired up, only 10 seconds.
Je vais voir mon autre tel. Je vais dire que c'est ta chaîne, comme ça, je oublie pas ta chaîne. Ok. Ok, ça fait plaisir.
That is the way to go, inch your way up and over to that victory there. But that was just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to be
Sera Mohamed FG. Mohamed GG. Ok. C'est noté. Enfin, comme le compte que tu as actuellement, quoi.
I love watching these trucks waddle about, really trying to find their way, and they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and they're back out to the field here.
They've been desperately trying to avoid. Oh, there's no way. You're stacked on top of each other. Come on, you gotta shoot one of the two. Shots are going towards it, but right now Zan trying to get that cuddly cute teddy bear into the incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there, as the archer is now doing everything he can. Hits the bounce target twice. It is able to convert as Magma gets another good run and sneaks in under the shots of Tracy.
That's right. This is just getting closer and closer. So we have a 3-way tie. The Fishman, Llama Record Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here, and it's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here from the Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time. Wants to waste no time here. It goes down and off to the races she goes. Will it change? Yep. Actually, stops early too. You know what? I'm gonna play safe to stop before the curtain comes up.
She has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and radiant situations you get into, particularly like prop hunting. So this must be a game mode that she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself. And as you can see there, her team is able to get a couple of props in there. Clytex trying to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood gets another 10 points over as does Taco with a 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there. Will go through. No, I did not mean to call you trash. You just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Quite literally, but oh, the rage. I read the lips. He said, I was so mad. He got taken out right there. And I like this. Let's see how he decides. He's going for those 10 points, though. Notice he went straight to the right for the big object. That's the risk.
That's what it was about. That's what happens. You need to be careful, not only of the fact you're bigger, easier to see while you're moving, but you need to find a blank space in order to set down. You can't be flipping into anything else with 45 seconds remaining in round 2. And you can see Svetos a minute before the guard looked at him. He's like, I don't, nah, I'm out. Right there. And you, right now, relatively top heavy. 70, as I said, Fishwick does have a good point, but Lachlan hanging out on top of the Rebel, 28 seconds left, does find that,
you know, he actually didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about, where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during one period. And as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to be a 2-point proc, and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Daniel right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. That was round 2 of 4. So we are looking to get into round 3 next. So we can earn some more points. Every single set matters, right? Every game matters, because there's a lot of prizes on it.
Yes, every single match is scored. The top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to 20, and then you have the 4th and 10th will receive 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the silver llama.
Non, je connais même pas Créative construction. Coupe, c'est un jeu mobile comme Fortnite, quoi. Et si c'est pas ça, ben je connais pas du tout.
Close by one another. Benzer gets popped through the blinds there. Wait, so he's gonna take a couple shots. So does this truck belong here? He did miss though. So that moment right there, that big 10-point. No, he can't take it out. Right there, that's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's swingy, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your feet there, as Kororo didn't hit the crouch button. It was like, see a little bit there. Yoink.
There's Ninja, Ryan, Fronta, Chappie.
Ben ouais, je connais, mais je joue pas à ça. Je joue je joue aux jeux spéciaux, quoi, comme je joue à Brawl Star et Clash of Clans. Ouais, ça avait coupé.
Here, get the secure point. So one important thing to notice too is Ryan is taking paths consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower, because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover, and it breaks that sight line up. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car was not there. I know it was. If you're flipping back and forth across that corner piece, it just breaks up your field of view a little bit more, and it's that much harder to try and figure out what's actually going to hit.
That's right. And oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge truck in? Oh, yeah.
C'était pas un beurre, enfin, peut-être pour vous, mais en tout cas, je sais pas quoi. Mais en tout cas, je sais que c'était ma manette qui télécharge, en fait. Wesh. Mon voisin, ouais, je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il fait, mais ça sent bon. Ce soir, j'ai lui demander est-ce qu'il m'a donné ce qu'il peut par là, parce que ça sent bon, wesh.
See what the stakes are and who will be able to take that #1 spot. Again, first place, $55,000, and that much closer to Silver Llama #2. And again, we have the Puddle Group and Llama Record Co. up on defense. Let's check out that scoreboard. And Puddle Group, Llama
Suivant Bouchage, monsieur, avec presque les 7000 trophées. Et là, il y a un gros FTT. Abonne, j'ai ce. Aïe. T'as été ban. Moi, j'ai. Moi, ça fait déjà. Ça fait presque 6 mois que j'ai arrêté de jouer à Brawl. J'avais 5000 trophées. Et ça fait. Ouais, pratiquement. Ça va faire bientôt là. Pratiquement 6 mois que je joue plus à ça. Maintenant, je suis plus concentré sur Clash of Clans. Je viens de commencer. J'ai commencé hier là. J'ai déjà HDV6. J'ai full mon village là et après j'ai passé à HDV7 et je serais bien. Sorcier niveau 4. Voilà, ça fait le travail avec deux guérisseuses, je sais pas comment on appelle ça. Et ça fait le taf.
Just like that, they are going to get it. Yes, brilliantly done. They're overtaking them. And now the question is, can the Little Whip Warriors get enough in to catch them? It's a 25-point spread, but you can get that. You have 4 runners. You can get that in a single run if you're well coordinated enough. Will they be able to catch up the Chicken Champions, edge it out, and be our match 2 victors?
That's right, because the Cuddle crew is now bumped out. The Chicken Champions are holding it. What Warriors have scored though. 1 minute left here. Uh-oh. Raven's Revenge coming up as well, as is the Fish Band. This is actually getting closer than we would have thought. They're close to pushing out the Cuddle Crew and Alamas.
Yep, Little Whip to also get the 5 points there. Will be able to overtake. Don't forget, you don't want to end up 4th to 8. It's all about at least breaking the top 4 to get a little bit of the differentiation there in the prizing. But the Chicken Champions are pulling ahead. They're keeping
la prochaine live, là, la World Cup, les World Cup, parce que ça va enchaîner. Mais là, normalement, si j'ai bien compris, genre, après le truc créatif, la World Cup créatif, il y a le Pro-Am. Alors, si c'est ça, eh bien, j'avais relancé un stream, genre. Par contre, je vais pas regarder comme ça. Si vous voulez, si tu veux, on va regarder, mais si ça commence à être saoulant, eh bien, on va faire des games, voilà. Et par contre, je sais que demain, je vais stream. Demain, il y a le truc duo World Cup. Soit c'est demain, soit c'est le week-end prochain. Enfin bref, c'est les vacances, mais en fait, je vais live. T'as juste à activer la cloche et voilà. Du coup, c'est eux qui ont gagné.
They want to know what can we do more. That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because there's 3 matches for each one of the sets, and a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention, and if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes the victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens Revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize.
Mec, c'est bizarre avec ton chewing-gum. Ouais, c'est.
Hats off to whoever's call that was on Ravens Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you were able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup.
Mais vu mon micro, il est tout près de ma bouche. Il est tout près quoi. Et ben voilà. En fait, depuis tout à l'heure, il a fait des bulles, tout ça.
The corners, and now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutch it up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, I go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy, and it seems to work.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go and then waiting for someone to spot you and stopping, or what was your plan?
I'm taking it very patiently.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do, and that's what we expected.
Very well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, you know, all the fans something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain, for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next match?
There you go. The excitement is real. Gentlemen, congratulations. Best of luck going forward. We're sending it back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to their gameplay. And shout out to Benzoy. The one thing he was looking forward to on this trip, he wanted to play in front of a big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. And an immediate
Bienvenue aux nouveaux qui sont se connectés sur le chat. Voilà, j'avais fini Mohamed. T'es content? Pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam. Bon, je vous laisse avec le truc. Je reviens.
And that last one, honestly, finally seeing someone pick up those 2-point props, right? Using those are points right there. But with that, we'll jump over to Bala. We'll take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and props they have available to them. So with that, we're gonna hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. We can roll the clip right now as all these players. First thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Unfortunately, Danyan gets picked out of the sky there. Not too happy about that. But moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This is one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue. Those higher point objects being useful. Scissors here with the springboard. The recovery and just barely doesn't get into the incinerator at the last second. And then here we have Tomoya, we have again, just an awesome run towards there, looking like a scene.
Ben, oh là c'est bon, pas, les gens regardent le live juste prioritairement pour la Coupe du Monde.
Just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other team, the Cuddle Crew, doing the same thing, but then also synchronizing, making sure they have coverage on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second, but this is what he did. Always timing it perfectly so that he can get in and make sure that his teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're gonna head and listen to what those communications were like from Tomoya and team. In this one, they made sure the countdown was perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10, I got 10, I got 10. We are both, we are both, go. 3, 4, 5, stop. I'll take it. If they don't kill me, I'll short 10. Don't 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 10. No! He killed me. We are strong team.
Yeah,
I scored 0 in the second round, that's the problem.
I scored 0 in the first one, so like we are all close points.
There you go, the Funky Fighters, you know they won the first silver llama.
N'hésitez pas à like, abonnez-vous et partagez la live, ça me ferait vraiment plaisir.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that great breakdown. Listening to the comms, that's one thing I hadn't considered. I always just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now. But these guys all on comms talking, have one guy counted out. That guy's just like a metronome, make sure he has it on the dot. every single time. Brilliantly done from them, but will they be able to take back that top spot? We've seen them do it. If they can grab that silver llama, they'll be in such a good spot. But right now, they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the silver llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there, talking about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. You saw Scissors very expressive on the cam. Just, it's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, you know, oh yeah, I'll turn it to something and run it through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
Well, I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect that really comes with it. If you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that, coming through from some of the Death Run qualifiers. It makes it that much harder. But thank you guys so much for joining us here.
Wesh, on va faire le message. Il y a des RFB. Non, il n'y a pas de RFB, moi. Ah, je le savais. Il n'y a pas le LFB. Ce serait bien, mais il n'y en a pas. Oh, oh t'es bien avoir le petit pull noir, mec. Ouais. Bon, même si maintenant je meurs de chaud. Ah, on a vu Gotaga, mais ils ont coupé tout de suite. Ah, ils sont méchants. On a vu Ninja.
Match 3, set number 2, the final one on the original version of Junkyard Juke before we see the remix later on. Are you guys ready?
That's right.
And let's begin. The first round is underway. Match number 3, set number 2. Who will be able to incinerate the props the most? Who will push out to the lead? And can anybody upset the funky fighters who took that first lobby? You need to make sure they don't get this one here. And basically, everyone's first place.
Yep, and you can see there, Taldak did land a shot straight through the Korean. Very nicely done. Another kind of lane, right? You want to look at your lane, see which lane is available to you that's easy to maneuver the objects you want to bring through. Vitex, for example, here is using a bear. There are no bears in this section, but he says, you know what? It's all good. I can sneak this around.
So the big thing with the bear, though, that you don't really consider is the coloring of the background. You're in the junkyard. You're a little bit in one of those desert biome situations. There's a lot of kind of muddled grounds and origins around there. It makes it that much harder to stick out. However, if you if you're grabbing the snowman, you're just really flexing on everyone. It's like, yeah, I'm a snowman. I'm a snowman in the desert, and I'm going to score on you.
That's pretty hilarious because, you know, we haven't seen anyone pull out the
Mais je suis nul, wesh. Pourquoi tu fais pas la World Cup?
Pan around later, you probably notice a big old snowman or something like that.
Enfin, je suis nul. Déjà, c'est la World Cup créative. C'est pas la World Cup. World Cup. En vrai, mec, avant que le live commence, je fais le live demain, je me connecte 20 minutes pour te montrer mes îles. En vrai, c'est seulement le décor qui manque, hein, mais après mes maps elles sont bien, je trouve. Enfin, je trouve. Les amis aussi, je suis d'accord avec toi. Ouais, mais j'ai pas le niveau de mon Graal, Scissors, Ninja, Gotaga. J'ai pas le niveau de ces gars-là. Je sais pas si Kinstar est qualifié, mais en tout cas, Kinstar, c'est demain ou après-demain que tu vas le retrouver, mec. Enfin, dans la World Cup duo ou solo. Là, c'est une World Cup créative. Il y a seulement les gars qui étaient qualifiés pour la créative. Gotaga grâce à sa map, Ninja grâce à sa map, Scissors grâce à ses maps. En fait, tous les plus gros qui sont dans les équipes, en fait, c'est grâce à leur map, et après le reste, c'est parce qu'ils ont fait les meilleurs temps. Quand si Georges disait qu'il fallait mettre son temps réalisé sur sa chaîne YouTube, c'était pas une blague. Hein. Maintenant, il est en World Cup. Alors quand la map, ils ont dû bien bosser dessus ça.
Yo, shout out to the observers. That shot right there, that's really cool. Big fan of it going out. And as you can see now, round 2 is underway. This is the final match on Junkyard Juke of set 2. And right off the bat, 2 archery targets and a water heater marching on out.
Yeah, that archery target is worth 10 points though, so if you can bring that all the way through. It's one of the, I guess, smaller, large point objects. Magma doesn't even care. He's impatient. He saw the blinds open up. He just kept going. Savenoff did pump the brakes, though. Even right here, notice he stops very early. He's just trying to blend in and get as many points as possible right here.
Ooh, did get picked up. It might have been the book there. That's the one thing that you need to note that makes it very difficult about the bullseye or the archery target is the fact that because it has those placed legs, you have to be deliberate about
oui, enfin, dans le sens aimé, dans le sens aimé, ouais, j'aime regarder ses lives, quoi. J'aime regarder les lives de Michou, mais voilà, c'est en plus. Enfin, j'ai dit ça sans plus, mais je regarde tous ses lives. C'est juste que le live qu'il fait, je crois. Enfin, je sais pas s'il fait live, mais en tout cas là, je regarde pas encore ses lives. J'ai les vacances.
So long as he's not pushing through it, he is gonna be able to sneak on out. He kind of hiccups there. He's gonna go all the way. He doesn't care to.
Le bâtard, on va mettre un gros bâtard.
His team up top, Funky Fighters, are at 35 points now in the guard tower. They can't earn anymore.
That was a great run there by.
Eh bien, moi j'adore quand il se fait défoncer. Moi j'adore quand il se fait défoncer.
JJ now looking to find a run. You can see Fish Fam and Llama Record Code currently hanging out at the top, but again, haven't had the chance to be up there, so it can be expected. Alex JJ now 2 targets, both running out. Good stops at the same time, but particularly if you have 2 people, same path, has the same item, it kind of has a little bit more momentum. Like, yeah, those were both there, but mine. There's no way those are.
Something's an oddball that you really start to shoot. So maybe it is a good idea to time it, right?
But there's split spawns, so you don't always consistently. There's different spawn points around the map that have the different exits as you go up. So you can coordinate with your teammate. Or what you can also do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see somebody who's running an archery target, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna grab that too, and you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient. You can see Spinox is actually doing that right now with Artex, both of them going into the box.
Il fait trop le mec après. RT par contre. Il fait le mec après gros karma dans sa gueule.
Of set 2 at the Creative Finals, who will be able to take that second silver Llama. Right now, you see Bensor is going in for the 10-point prop right away. Coupe does get the mimic, but then opts to go for a different route as players are starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. You can tell they need to score points. It's the first time we're starting to see some gnomes out there, another teddy bear on the ground.
That's right, can't talk or represent here. He's putting himself straight behind every object that he can. I love that they're using the smaller objects. So much easier to score with those. When you bring those big ones out, it really is hard. He actually put himself inside the truck. You see that? He's following Kuta so close here. He's got to use him as bait, really. If you get behind him, he's safe.
Yeah, because they don't think they're going to fire twice in there. That's the benefit of it. But right away, you see Kaz, Taco, Chappy. Great little run there from the Little Whip Warriors. That's going to push them back into contention. There's 65 points currently, but the dumps are going in from hand to blood. 10 points for Llama Record, though, pushing them up to 90. and they were the winners of that first match. So if they can hold on, they know they'll be the guards in the final round. They need to build up as much of a lead as possible here.
Carraro actually has 15 eliminations, so he had a super successful guard round. But the Chicken Champions need to get picked up here. They need these points. And there it is. He's doing a lot of work for his team, showing that, hey, I can push this up here too. Just gonna go ahead and take that 5 corner, throw him right over the fish fam now. And they're in the top 3 running.
That was a great run. The entire time, made sure nobody was looking for him. Like, he was barely threatened, but right now, Fence are coming through. The Chicken Champions, can they overtake in the last minute? That's 10 more points. That is going to go through for them and starts pushing up. Llama Records needs to get in some runs. The Chicken Champions will not be on the defense with them for the last one, so they're pushing through. Right now, the Sunshine Soldiers and the Fish Fam up there, so they're doing their best to delay everyone. X-Sandy gets picked off by Tyler, and now Carnifex is chilling in the back on that rusted out car. Hand of Blood just barely avoids the shot. Oh, saw the hitbox going through there. The Tracers finding a way through the window, but not enough as Tracers gets in. 2 more 10-point props also going over, and we're seeing, I think, a little bit closer of a score here, minus the fact that the Chicken Champions haven't shot.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. Neither have the Llama company. The Llamas have not shot, went into the guard tower at all. You can tell because when we go to their POVs, they don't have any elims, so they have not taken a run yet.
Yes, excuse me, I misspoke there, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact that they're already
yeah, so they're doing great.
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record Code both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead here in the last couple of seconds, if something can't get processed, oh, the poor burger.
Wesh, par contre, il doit avoir des gars qui doivent bien rager, wesh.
Never frozen there. Brilliantly done. Doesn't find it. Great work from coming out, and Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match, and we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is up in the tower? Who will be able to defend? And can they hold them off? Again, it's Llama Record Co. and the Cuddle Crew up there.
Non, je connais pas la musique bleue.
You can see the Chicken Champions were able to connect, so it's all about can a little whip and them catch up. They need a fantastic run, and they have to do everything to deny them, and you can see right away already tunneling in on those 10-point props.
Yeah, the Cuddle Crew cannot earn points. Chicken Champions already have the lead. They just kind of continue to press on here. Llama Records are up at their run, but it still matters. There's so much on the line for depending on each game, right? Each game is worth
Non, je connais pas la musique blue et
still a fantastic game for all the teams in the top 3 right now.
And I mean, we saw the Ravens go huge in their last match, pushing all the way from 7th into 3rd because of clutch last-minute decision-making. Right now, Little Whips are trying to do everything they can to catch up with the Chicken Champions and not deny them. Ninja still sticking with the water heater runs, trying to get as many of those in, but the Chicken Champions are still stretching out their lead. They have a
ouais, je connais rien en fait. Celle que je connais, c'est Cobalader. Voilà. Voilà. En plus, quand tu dis je connais Cobalader, je connais. C'est quoi le nom? Enfin, c'est quoi la chanson? Mais tu me demandes de chanter Cobalader, je te dire Cobalader du 7, après je sais pas quoi, bref. Après c'est tout. En musique, en classe, j'avais 16 sur 20, mec. Mais c'était sur quoi? Genre, le prof, il t'a donné une poésie ou une chanson à réciter. En plus, c'était en groupe. J'avais de la chance que c'était en groupe. Et heureusement que, genre, le groupe, c'était avec... heureusement que les groupes, en fait, c'était les groupes par ordre alphabétique. Et vu que moi, enfin, derrière mon nom, il y a 2 filles qui veut dire à chaque fois en musique, je tombais avec un pote à moi et 2 filles. Alors, ce que je faisais, moi, j'ai même été entre les 2 filles, comme ça, ma voix, genre, t'entendais une petite voix grave. Et le prof, il croyait que je chantais, en fait. Mais en fait, je chantais pas du tout, parce que j'étais nulle, je sais pas chanter, mec. Alors, j'attrapais 16, 17, parfois même des 20, mec. Alors que je chantais parfois même seulement le refrain, mec. Je chantais parfois seulement le refrain, mais j'attrapais 20. Pour te dire comment, moi, en musique, voilà. Tu connais habitude? Non, pas du tout. Ça, on a essayé, je connais rien, mec.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there, and these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much.
Le chanceux, mec. C'est tellement chanceux.
Some fine gentlemen up there. The creative builders were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Just like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes, I have this full game mode. Here's how the scoring works. Here's the barriers. I'm like,
and that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with these game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones, obviously developed not only for the creative kind of fun side of the community, but the comp side as well. Right? There's plenty of great game modes.
Je connais pas. Je connais pas. Je connais pas.
To close out set number 2 in a real, honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juke. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out.
Ouais, je crois la World Cup va se finir là parce que wesh, mes amis m'invitent. Hein.
This is my comfort, or like I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once. But again, brilliant from the Fish fam and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you know, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, you know, I guess different people succeeding, right? And all of these, the Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
Well, that's what, again, I love about all of this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys, and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue when we get into the Golden Games? Right now, we're going to get a chance to...
Attends, je coupe juste un peu maman. J'avais invité un poteau. Ah ben c'est déco. C'est déco. Je suis même pas intéressé à la World Cup.
And we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding, we're the best. The best strategy, I think,
en fait, j'ai voulu regarder parce que, genre, quand je voyais les maps, bon, vu que tu connais Michou, quand Michou fait le Crouton Game Show, surtout le fameux Crouton Game Show, il y avait eu Gotaga, Kinstar, je sais pas, mais bref, où il y avait des joueurs pro avec les membres de la team Crouton, mec. Quand j'ai vu les maps, je disais, ben, putain, comment ils font ça, wesh? Et alors, vu que là, ce sont des joueurs pros, là, ce sont pas, enfin, je vais pas dire des amateurs, mais en tout cas, qui le font, vu que ce sont des joueurs pros, on va dire, qui le font, je voudrais voir comment ils font leur map, quoi. Alors voilà, ça m'intéresse, mais après, sans plus, c'est surtout la World Cup, comment ça s'appelle? Duo solo, même peut-être la pro-am qui m'intéresse, mec. Le créatif, après, wesh. C'est pas intéressant. J'espère que tu es d'accord avec moi. Oh, c'est pas intéressant de voir des gars se tuer, faire du pro punt. Wesh. Je vais pas dire, je lui dis respect, mais voilà quoi. Ça fait bientôt 3 heures, mec.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next games. Congratulations. Again,
Bientôt 3 heures de stream. Hein.
back
Can I
to
send
you.
some love to Twitch chat?
Oh,
Let's go.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat. There we go.
It's everywhere, man. Thanks for the plug out there, El Rubius. Fantastically well done. Love to everyone all over, no matter where you're watching, whether it's Fortnite.com/watch.
Je t'ai d'écouter comme les choux prend des lèvres dans un petit pénis. J'ai rien compris à ta phrase, Mohamed. J'ai rien compris à ta phrase.
A little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprises. I know it's fine, but I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it, because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were this close. We were right there. If we had maybe like a little bit more aggressive, or like maybe if we were a little bit better on defending, or maybe one person picked a different lane, the result could have been different. And these guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the chicken champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Ben non, mais t'inquiète, t'inquiète. Parce que moi aussi des fois j'écris bien vite, je me relis même pas, je sais que balancer le message et le youtubeur ne comprend même pas, mec.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside. Trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but awesome games of Junkyard Juke, and Chicken Champion seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they won. So here, first off, just having a good time in the front, and also maybe also flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating.
Mohamed, tu regardes le live, on a combien de likes là?
Boilers, all those
Je sais pas.
tons of points, and that's how they came out to a lead. Here it is again, them just cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Nice trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statue using that to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots, and the reactions of the win. Just bliss as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys.
12 likes.
Can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to the
Mais non, Mohamed. Mohamed, réinitialise le live. Regarde, on a 14 likes. On a 14 likes. Mohamed. Réinitialise, on a 14. Genre, quitte et revient. Par contre, on a 14.
While we sort that out, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the standings after set 2, and then move into set 3, which is the world premiere, never before seen world run. So if you need to go do anything, go do it now. Take your bio breaks, take care of everything you need, and then we will be right back.
Today I'm in New York because I qualified for week 4 of the creative trials for Godiga's map. I'm really looking forward to showing my skill set off and meeting all the players and showing everyone what I can do here. When it was first announced that there was going to be creative trials, I was really looking forward to it because it was all I did pretty much 24/7. I looked at it as an opportunity. I find after playing Battle Royale, when creative first came out and Scissors released his first death run, I just instantly sort of, took a liking to it and I enjoyed playing it. And I guess from there afterwards, when I found there was money involved with doing death runs and stuff, that sort of caught me and caught my attention.
1h de l'après-midi à New York, c'est... Attends. Le mec qui a... ma mère, elle veut que je me... Elle va essayer de le remettre à temps. Wesh, Mohamed, on va dormir, wesh. C'est pas grave, Mohamed, on va dormir. Chez moi, il fait toujours le jour, mec, j'habite en France. Bah si, il va dormir, pas grave, pas grave. Au moins, t'étais là. Tu peux y aller, mec. Tu vas passer deux bonnes heures avec moi. Je sais pas. Tu vas pas rester 2 heures de temps devant un écran, mec.
I am here in the production pit. I am in engineering row right now. I am joined by my friend Peyton, and he does the robotics. Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you do specifically here?
We have a bunch of robotic cameras around the arena that we shoot different angles from, and we're able to pick up shots of the players that are playing the game. We also do a lot of crowd shots, so we're able to shoot the audience and get some really great reacts for both the stream and for the front of house feeds that go up on the screens.
You guys heard it. If you're out in the crowd this weekend, here live for the Fortnite World Cup, show us some energy because Peyton is going to be looking for your reactions, and you could end up on stream.
You want to play with it, see how it goes?
Of course I do. That's not even a question. Like, I'm so into this right now. This is amazing.
I'm Scarlett. I come from Japan. I'm happy and excited to be playing with so many players that I've seen on the internet. My favorite place to drop is Fatal Fields.
Ok, Mohamed. Ok.
First, I want to buy a house, and then I'm going to eat a lot of food.
It's so heavy. World Cup Ponsen.
I'm definitely going to win the Fortnite World Cup, so keep cheering for me.
Ouais, le trophée doit peser.
I'm Fortnite and I'm here to compete in the Creative World Cup. I competed in most of the trials and was really excited when they announced the bonus weeks after the original fight were over. And I competed in the JD 100 level map and I had to speed run 100 levels is super good. I really enjoyed like all the different styles of maps and death runs that there are, and I really enjoy speed running them and trying to get as time as I can. The moment I found out that I qualified, it was just insane, and I wasn't sure if I was going to before that. It was just crazy. Yeah, I'm Fortnite and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we have 2 captains, so we're twice as good.
What is going on? We're getting some good practice here with the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals happening very, very soon. A lot of first thoughts.
Ma meilleure danse, c'est
Showdown, which is an incredible map.
Great map.
le floss. En fait, mec, j'en ai plein, mec. Il y a Péchu.
1000%. You know, so being able to kind of get your hands on the map, you know, before obviously the big moment.
It's nice.
It's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting to see what people come up with, and then also turning it into a competitive aspect and putting it in the game and make this tournament. So
it's amazing. So any general kind of thoughts, concerns maybe about strategy? I don't know.
You know, I think we won, so we know the strategy.
All right, listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon, but do you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah, no, we've got some speedrunners in our midst, actually. We've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners of death runs. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup, there's going to be a death run involved level, so we're going to take that one home too.
Inspired by the creative man, Scissors himself has made many a streamer, many a content creator very angry with a death run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We are here in day number 1 where the Creative Finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. I'm Zeke, this guy right here is Bala, and we're getting ready to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of the first 2 game modes. You know, we got to see a little bit of the Sky Station Showdown. We got to see a little bit of that Junkyard Juke, but there's actually something that Sundown teased.
Ok, bonne nuit, Mohamed. À toi aussi. Bah demain alors.
Here we'll have to see whether the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can balk at, or if they're going to be able to just cruise through it. We'll see. It's going to be fun though.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very familiar with death runs, and it's very like mechanical, right?
Yep.
If you know how to execute, you can get through these obstacles, but you have to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end. I don't know that anyone will, though.
Well, there's 30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the trap, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous things you have to get across in this world.
A lot of neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. You know, their hard work is being shown here on the stage, and these guys are at home, here, of course, playing it as well. In case you know you guys forgot, I'm seeing this guy right here is Follow. We're getting ready to jump into these next few matches. We'll get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the Chicken Champions were actually the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. The Tender Defender is there in person to congratulate them, Bala. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they are the victors.
Warming up for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1. Chicken Champions earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that? Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama. With only a few set matches left to go, I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team. But we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama couldn't come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a booster for them in terms of their emotions and their confidence going into the world run, because it is precise, it is difficult. You have to make sure that you hit it, otherwise you're wasting time. There's going to be a race between these guys to get as far in as possible, so that confidence boost is going to help dramatically in this last normal set.
Yeah, for sure, and it's actually a race, the world run. It is similar to a death run with a bunch of obstacles. Let's go ahead and talk about that and everything that surrounds it. So there's actually 30 coins in the map. Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest, or as many as possible until time runs out, will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be forthcoming, I'm going to be vulnerable with you, the Fortnite fan. Listen, the farthest I got was 14. Okay, it's actually really difficult, and I'm by no means a death runner. By no means.
Are the best of the best.
These guys are going to fly.
In terms of Death Runner, in terms of this map specifically, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those obstacles right now. So go ahead.
We're going around the world in this new creative team, Death Run. In this challenging new creative game, 8 teams of 4, led by some of your favorite content creators from around the world, will compete to collect all the coins in their lane faster than everyone else. The first team to collect all coins in their lane wins. If they don't finish, the number of coins they collect will determine their placement. If a player is eliminated, they'll respawn at their most recent checkpoint. Any team member can grab a coin for their team, so players will have to work strategically to gather all of the coins before the 10-minute timer runs out. It might sound simple, but it ain't easy. Players have no mats and limited items they can pick up along the way. Each team will have to use teamwork, communication, smarts, and speed to make it to the top of the leaderboard and take home their piece of the $3 million creative prize pool. Ready, set, run.
I do not know how you just did that while you were here. That did not sound like you here at all, and I didn't see your mouth move.
I'm magic. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. But yeah, World Run, you got a little bit of sneak peek there. We're getting ready to hop into these games right now.
Okay.
Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do do that. I think this is going to be very, very fun. We are getting ready. If you guys here in the stadium are ready and excited, let these teams hear it. Let's hear you right now. Man, that's so weak. No. Okay, let's pretend the first one never happened. Like I was saying, if you guys want to let these teams know how you're feeling, let them hear it. Yeah, that's what I like to see. And now the game begins. Here we go, the world premiere of the World Run.
See how they do out of the gates. They are open now, and it's all up to these guys to start hitting their first jumps, and people are falling left and right. A couple of first coins are taken, and everybody seems to be off to a hot start. This is really like off to the races here.
Man, Forturtle and Zan are already flying through these first set of challenges. Again, you know, these are the very, very top of the best of the best of the creative world, right? They've worked all 8 qualifier weeks long. They've made it through with their team captains, and now they're here. So once they figure out these obstacles, be prepared to watch them fly through them.
And the first couple are relatively simple. There's the double doors, I think, are probably the first like one that you have to kind of know or see it in advance. And then here, the impulse jump into the tire, into the castle, and 3 players have already made it all the way there. It's neck and neck between most teams right now, 10-8.
Bro, I'm so mad. You understand? I literally had to play this to completion, all 12-minute rounds, 4 times to make it halfway, which this is the castle. And these guys got it in like 3 minutes. I'm upset.
Well, this is why they're the World Cup creative players, and you are not. You're casting.
That's cool. I'll hold that L, I suppose. I'll hold that for sure. So there's a few challenges here in the castle here, Bala. But as you saw there, you're actually peek at it. There's these little bumpers, and that'll actually send you upward into the next basically tier. So the most optimal strategy here is actually to leave two of your teammates behind, send 2 up, and try and gather more coins faster. Because otherwise, you're just going to dedicate too much time, and you really want to maximize your time in this World Cup.
There's definitely a couple coins that you definitely want to get as fast as possible through here. They're trying to get the half slides through with the chiller traps. Right now, nobody seems to have figured it out just yet, at least in the view that we're watching. But meanwhile, the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers are up to 13 now, but still neck and neck. I believe all teams are now inside of the castle, and we call this basically the first kind of tier of the difficulty for these obstacles. As they move up and go past this, it'll become progressively harder.
Yeah. And again, this is the first time
c'est pas joué à Brawl Stars.
qualifiers have seen the World Run. They've never seen it before. They have just, you know, they are mad. Their skills are insane. And look at this. Taldeck's already up on the next tier. So he's probably telling his teammates, all right, look, up here, I just used this bumper. What do I have to do? So he's already trying to figure it out. I like it. That's not me. The moment I hit that pad, I was like, I guess I just keep moving forward, and I kept running.
I love this experimentation. He's actually also communicating back to his teammate at the same time, because he went over that bumper and he's looking, do I have an opportunity to go back here, or is this it? Do I have to go forward, just like you were alluding to before? And now he decides, okay, he tells exactly what's going on to his teammates, Ninja, Kaz, and company, and they move forward. Alex JJ, though, is off to really the races. He's way ahead of everybody else, I think. But no, there's a Raven's Revenge. No, it's Svenos. It's his teammate. They're moving.
They are moving. So what's tricky about that last jump there is those little directional pads will give you forward momentum, but in jumping you lose some of it. So you actually have to make it in a straight run. There you have to trigger the trap, get the impulse to make that precise jump, land on the other side, trigger the trap in one fail swoop, while also taking a step back to keep yourself safe. Now there is a little few secret ways to kind of trigger certain traps, get around certain obstacles. We'll have to see if these players discover them. But like you said, man, Svenos is destroying the game right now.
Just unbelievable. And this isn't even a team that qualified from a death run or elimination run or even a speed run. They qualified from a survival map. And he's doing things like this. He is leading the pack. There's a Fish Fam up ahead of him, though.
Yep.
They're not hitting this just yet. This is so precise. You have to change the altitude. Is he going to hit it? No. Second try. Here's Suzo.
Here we go. First jump.
Okay.
Now, this is the impulse. We want to send you a little bit forward. Now, this is one where you want to get height. You got to throw it, try to get on top of it.
No! Just barely Suzo. And he's at 21 points right now in third in terms of coins. And it's all up to timing, I think. See, we might see this end in the first match here. In the first round, they might end up completing everything because they still got 5 minutes to go.
Well, we'll see, Bala, because here's the thing. That obstacle there is called the ice jump. But this next one that Turtle is at, we call this the double danger. Let's just look at this real fast. This is really tricky.
He already knows.
He's already downloaded. He already knows what must be done. So you actually have to double hop, double bunny hop, land on the edge, take a step back, trigger the trap without being eliminated, right? Then you can walk up this small ramp. Then, depending on how you want to go about it, you can just go forward. He actually makes... Okay, I'm a
third try.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
Turtle.
And he gets the coin in one swoop. Oh, my.
But one thing, we have to look at the scores right. 26, they only have 4 coins remaining. But everybody else is starting to fall behind. We're starting to see the Fish fam come way out above here of the rest of them. That's because they probably have the majority of their players through. The majority of the players are collecting those coins. There's Turtle. He makes it through the double danger, collects the coin. Now, what do you do from here? They get up.
Man, this guy is absolutely insane.
There it is.
And you know, for Turtle, it's funny because he's just excited about being here, able to compete on the stage for like thousands of people and all of his peers. And bro, he is just slaying it right now. Oh, you gotta be careful. Okay, all right, yep. Everything's fine. Now you gotta make the jump. Get the one. You gotta be careful.
That is...
Gotcha!
That is
trap, baby!
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen the theory. I mean, I've heard it theorized, but I haven't seen that yet. But Fish fam, I was wondering. It's Scissors and company. 26 points. They're not at the same point that the Sunshine Soldiers are at, but they're at 26 total, the entire team. They have clearly synergized with Scissors here, but looks to be that even the Ravens Revenge are stuck at 26, so this might be a difficult one to get past.
Yeah, this one, so the tricky bit about this one is there's actually no checkpoint in between here and where you need to get to. That's what makes the double danger that double dangerousness. 26 points across, and there's only about 3 minutes left, so these guys really have to focus up, try to get through. Now the key thing going forward is, again, this is a test of speed, right? So a lot of these players are seeing the traps, they're making it through, memorizing kind of what they have to be doing to make it through the obstacle. Dan's already through, and that means when they get to come through next time, it's going to be that much faster, right? They're going to be just tearing through all of these
Oui, top. J'ai fait top 1, yes, 2,
Hey, this is important too because they still have
Je
coins to
t'entends,
earn
moi,
on their
mais...
own. They're all the way in the back. They're not earning the coins. They're not helping their team out in front, trying to figure out the obstacles. But 2 captains back there. Ooh.
Okay, all right, trigger the other one. Yes. All right, land on it. Trigger that one.
Is he gonna get it? Nice dodge! Ooh. This is insane right now, and there's the second player to make it through for Turtle. Into the door, no!
No, and look, you drop back down. So that's the challenging part. We call this thread the needle, right? You have to make it in one go. This is extremely difficult, and this is where a lot of these players are gonna get caught up. But Turtle is a legend. Look at how methodical he is. He's insane. Look at these the precision jumps, man.
He's not gonna miss this ever again because he already knows that trap unfortunately was timed at the wrong time for Krytax, but he's up above. Let's see what he can do here, going to try and attempt this again. Trap above. When he lands on that, he has to jump at the right moment, then slow himself down for Turtle from up above. Still back. Nobody has passed this point just yet.
All right, first trap, second trap, hop across, take a step back.
Nice.
Jump across, take another step back. Oh, okay. He was trying to be a little greedy there. I respect it. You know, you want sometimes just want to land on that without having to kind of hop back out and kind of just risking that. So it's good that, you know, well, it's not good. It's bad that he messed it up, but it's okay. This is Turtle. He's an MVP. We're watching him.
This is and it comes down to this. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds about to figure this out. He got up here before, and he didn't make it through the door. He's not going to make it again. Unfortunately, everybody is hard stuck at 27 coins with 1 minute left. I believe whoever is going to be the first to make it through here might find themselves the first winners on the world run. 1 minute left.
You gotta be thinking, are they saying Ravens Revenge? Wait, they just got the 28th point. They might be through thread the needle. Next up would be, I believe, bump jumps.
Did get through. We saw the end results up there. Made it through the door.
Okay. Ooh, nice catching yourself. All right, you got a real drown.
That boost pad on the side. It's just disappointment and frustration in his face. If he wants to secure this, he needs to try to get one more coin in the next 30 seconds because I think Fort Turtle is going to be able to catch up. Here's the jump.
Right, this is the first time we're going to see this. 25 seconds. Okay. So this is where you risk it all, man. This is it, the leap of faith. Watch these precision jumps. We've got 18 seconds left on. So these are these Neo jumps, right? You jump out and around, keeping that momentum.
10 seconds left here. One coin remaining for the Ravens Revenge to find. He just got to get around that corner. I don't know if he's going to be able to climb these staircases just now. No, he's given up. He says no. Everybody else is left in the dust. Ravens Revenge take the first world run with 29 coins. Not quite finishing the map, but I believe next time they might.
And these legendary birds of the sky, they made it all the way up there, man. They were on the leap of faith, that last little section there. They had 29 points, and if they had made it up, especially if they made even just 2 people up there, they could have been kind of starting a rotation, right? You jump first, see how far you can make, I will follow. But the big key for them is now they know what every single relay is, right? So going into this next round, they can say, we know we have to do, don't forget, make this position jump here, do these little things to try and get through. And that can prove to be a very good advantage for them.
Yeah, and they don't have the Silver Llama yet. They don't have anything in terms of Llama, so this is important. Any of those teams that don't have a Llama right now, they need to earn it if they want to be in contention towards those golden games. Of course, every match matters, Zeke. They are earning prizes every single match.
And that's got to feel good, right? To have a stellar game here, to get some of that prize pool for yourself and your team. That's huge, right? Like, so much respect to these. Also,
Ça revient, les gars.
Yeah. What is this kid on? Yeah.
Ridiculous. He was one of the first to achieve every single obstacle every single time. Finally, he got stuck on that one at the end. I don't know what you were calling it. It was a nice twist of the tongue, but just amazing there from Fort Turtle to be the first every single time, and then getting overtaken at the end. But, you know, next time, he knows it now. He's probably going to be the fastest to get ahead of everybody because he knows it all now, and you saw how mechanically good he was once he figured out the obstacle. So I think all signs are pointing towards another Fort Turtle performance like that.
I mean, like you said, he's downloaded it all, right? He's got it up here, and now he's put it down on paper. I mean, again, though, Ravens Revenge have got a little bit of that advantage, right? They've seen the other plays. I think the big thing, Throw, is trying to get more of your teammates through to the challenges, right? Like, it's very difficult to try and get all 4, you know, in one fell swoop, Raven Punt. But if you can make it even just that second person, like the moment you start to miss and jump, you're like, all right, I'm going to be eliminated, just go forward. And maybe that person sees where you went wrong and it's like, okay, I can make the jump, and then they go forward, right? And then you're just kind of constantly frogging through, getting more points, and getting where you need to be.
Yeah, and there was also an aspect of covering for others as they made it through, especially as that castle point happened. We saw Lachlan and Hand of Blood, the 2 team captains, all the way back in the back, but their teams were still up there because they were covering for them, they were getting those coins. But next time, they definitely need to be trying to make the effort to get all the way through and collect those coins as time progresses.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think what would be only fitting is to hear from one of these teams. Specifically, I want to hone in on the Cuddle crew. We've got none other than Monsters standing by with them to hear their thoughts.
What happened here? All right, so here you have it, Lachlan. I know, I've heard from the grapevine, these guys and yourself actually qualified for the Creative Finals through a death run, and boy, oh boy, I just got to know what happened here. How did this translate? This is a death run. What happened, Lachlan?
Look, the qualifying map was a bit of a puzzle death run, so, you know, they had time to work with it. It was our first attempt running through, so it's a bit rough. I don't know if you guys caught me sitting on like an impulse level for like 10 minutes, but that was fun. So we're not going to do that this time. Clytax over here, he's our designated carry, so hopefully carry us harder in the next round, and yeah.
I hear that. So now I gotta come this way. Lachlan is dependent on you guys. What was going on? Was the death run, did it catch you by surprise, or was it just certain tricky moments that kind of choked you up and had you hung up there?
I was a bit of confused in the castle because I didn't know where to go. Then the impulse jump at the beginning, it just messed me up a bit. At the end, I didn't know where to go. It's just a bit confusing.
I have one more question here. So you guys have not seen the death run prior to this. Do you think that kind of held you back? And if you have another run at it, which you will, do you guys think that second time around you'll kind of have the strategies down packed? I'm gonna come down here with this.
Yeah, I think that
the first time around is always the hardest because, you know, you're kind of going into this environment, you don't know where to go, but the second time around, I think we'll be a little bit stronger and hopefully we get better time.
Absolutely, I bet it. So once again, this is the creative finals here. You guys, like I said, Lachlan pulled through with the puzzle difference, but just showing the difference here. So we're gonna send it back up to you guys at the desk. And again, thank you.
You know, Lachlan, you are good at many things, but apparently you're showing both not the greatest impulses. But it's okay. You're gonna have another shot in showing them that the original thought we had is wrong. Because I know you can do this. I know you can. We had a chance to talk earlier, and you're like, bro, I'm the best. And I was like, I know that. Show everyone that. Just gotta show them, Paula.
You know what else we're gonna show them? We're gonna show them the standings after that first game in this set right now. Who ended up where in terms of the prizing and where they are on their journey to the llama at the end of the set. So it's Raven's Revenge obviously in first.
Ah, Gotaga fini par me.
$5,000 and that much closer to
Yeah.
That's right, but don't forget, Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions both have those silver llamas. That is going to be a massive determining factor going forward. You know, if you're Raven's Revenge, you are absolutely looking to try and snag that silver llama if possible, because that's going to put you in contention, right? That you have to set your eyes on the gold llama for the tiebreakers. But all in all, to be able to kind of come through and win that prize money for you and your team is massive. They have confidence, right? And again, I think the only other team that stands right in their way right now is for Turtle. This guy is a maniac. He's showing us that he is. Let's see if that happens here in game number 2.
Sunshine Soldiers fell short, but Ford Turtle showed us all what he was made for, and I think we're getting ready to go into the match. As all the players are loading up right now, there's the Fish Fam, Scissors and company. They're all about to start. The gates are about to open. Guys, let's hear it for them.
Ah, there you guys are. You're paying attention. I respect it. Here we go. 10 minutes. Countdown has begun. The gates are open. And now here we go. Fusey is first out of the gate, immediately just flying. You can see this is completely different than before, right? Before, people were kind of taking their time. Hey, what's this? I can't see where this ledge. What's going here? Let's sit here and inspect everything. That's not the case now. Everyone is just flying through these obstacles.
Yeah, a couple of these guys have not gone down yet. Here's Magma making his way through with the Ravens Revenge. This was the team that came out on top and was the player that led them all the way up to those treacherous stairway that we saw at the end there. Almost getting up around the corners. And here it looks like we are almost to the castle before Turtle. And this is the player we were talking about so much, Zeke.
That's right, man. Legend in every way of the word. Stewart almost making the jump for the Sunshine Soldiers as well. Unfortunately not. So this is this trap, this obstacle, very precise jump. You actually have to influence a very specific way, at a specific angle, at a specific distance away from you to make it all in one jump. You can also, I hope they're not listening, but you can turn around and actually impulse backwards, right? So you face away from the tires and impulse yourself backwards while jumping. Again, even doing that though, very precise. You know, you have to make sure you're doing this in one go. Look, Iosi's already here. He's already trying to collect the coins.
Already towards the half pipes in the castle. Wonder if he already triggered all the traps down below and grabbed that coin, or if he's leaving that for another teammate. Gonna grab that coin perfectly. Nice job by Iuzi. Now he's moving up even further. No, he's gonna go back to get those traps.
He made it. There you go, Suzu. Nice. All right, trigger the trap. You can step back, impulse forward.
He's already
too shallow. I mean, look.
The castle.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. So don't forget, the castle is open. So once you do make it to that halfway mark, you can just send someone forward, right? Like even if you're the first one and you're really confident, you could say, hey, Bala, I know you made it first. Just go to the next round. I'm gonna stay behind. I'm gonna pick up the coins, right? So quite a bit of teamwork going into this. Look along the way, man. These jumps are crazy. Suzu, what are you? Okay, what a legend. What a legend.
Showing everybody that he can hang. He's led on the team of Scissors with Fish Fam. We saw them not too far in the prizing. 18 points right now. They're leading the way, but no, it's actually Fort Turtle again. Already towards these varying distance impulse jumps. And is he gonna first shot it? No, not exactly. You know he's gonna hit it on the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, this is kind of one of those things. The more that you do this, the easier it is the next time around, right? Once it's like you throw it here, you're like, nope, that's not correct. This might be it. Okay, closer. I like it. Will he make it on the third jump? Don't forget though, we got the Funky Fighters at 20 coins. We've got Fish Fam at 20 coins. Sunshine Soldiers, they need to try and pick it up. Here we go. Nice, but get across. Nice.
Perfect play from Fort Turtle now towards the lava jump. What you were dubbing as double danger. So you get a first shot. Does dodge the traps.
Okay.
This is from where he went last time. Gets the coin. He's going to double back.
First try.
Oh my goodness. He went through those. I would have gotten scared there, but no. Fort Turtle knows exactly what he's doing. Gonna get all the coins in first try on the double danger, but doesn't make it through, so he has to still complete it. And Suzu and Sand, meanwhile, from Fish Fam, are taking the lead.
And that's what I kind of talked about, right? Trying to send two through. If you and your duo partner can make it through these jumps and get there, then you can start watching, right? Because like you as a player, you go to do it, you mess up and you're eliminating, you're like, what happened? What exactly did I do? You gotta go back and then kind of relive that moment. Not here, right?
This is the moment that they were all stuck on for so long. Suzu knows it now. He's not going to hit the first time. Zand also attempted it at the same time. Not going to work out just yet. Here they're going to give themselves the opportunity. Suzu trying again. Triggers two. The third, yes. The jump.
Yes. Oh, it's in. He was worried there that he might have pushed the door off.
Not sure if he made it. I don't see him falling down. Yes, he did make the doorway, and now he's back towards this thing where he has to go under at the same time as triggering the trap. He does it. He's back to the stairs. The Fish Fam only needs one more coin, and they're about to do it in 5 minutes. It is so fast here. The last time we got here, it was 1 minute and 30 seconds. So one more coin for him to complete the map. He makes it farther than any player has yet so far.
Where's the next pad? He actually found it first try. I don't believe it. No, that was not where you gotta go. You gotta go back inward. It's okay though. He's gonna get another shot. Man, that was very impressive. Honestly, I would have been like, where am I supposed to go? But that's why this is called the leap of faith. You gotta jump around that corner and hope that something will be there to catch you.
Faith he has. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go, not a single person, not a single soul in vision. He's going to have plenty of time to work with. We'll see if the Ravens' revenge can repeat and get back to where they were, but it looks like Sand is also going to join as well, but no, he falls just before. Yes, Tyler too. So the Fish Fam is coming through in big numbers at this last leap of faith.
And you know what could be huge here for Fish Fam? If they can make it through the leap of faith, they can actually get this point. They're going to stop the timer, right? So less time that everyone else kind of has around to observe what's going on and try to get this practice in, the better you feel. Nice. All right, you got to jump in and out and around. Out and around. Yes, use the wall. Okay. All right. Yeah, look around. Uh-huh. Yes. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Wait.
Last jump. And he needs to hit the coin. This is going to be it. No, he didn't touch it. Just barely missed there. Finally hits the bouncer and he's gone. There it is. The first players to complete the world run in 5 minutes and 52 seconds. An unbelievable time compared to what we saw last time. But still, the remaining teams have to battle it out. Back to the Ravens' revenge. They're still on the double danger. And they are going to get through. He has to hit the door, though. Oh, he almost fell all the way back down. Here we go. Not finding the speed, not finding the bounce there.
Threading the needle. Oh. You hate to see it. Now, don't forget, remember Ravens Revenge, the first team from last round. They made it here, and they're already kind of right back where they need to be. You got the Sunshine Soldiers also going to the League of Faith. But look at how many coins they have, right? In theory, they should be at 29. This should be the last coin that they need to pick up. But someone hasn't picked up points. Now, where? I'm not sure. But that could make or break their performance right here.
That absolutely could. We know Sunshine Soldiers had a great performance last game. Fort Turtle has completed the map. If you see him up there, he's just watching on down. But the Ravens' revenge seem to have completed just a little bit more. Everybody now, I think, going to be trying to attempt these last couple of jumps. And they must try to complete the match. But important to note is the Ravens' revenge in second place right now. They need one more coin as well. That puts them in a huge advantage for that Silver Llama when we go into the third game. What just happened there with Stewart? He just climbed to the top with the tires.
That's right, the secret tires. See, these are little things you discover as you're... Oh, it's okay, Stewart, don't worry. Take a deep breath, line it back up. You got this. 2 minutes left on the clock, Balla.
Take Taga all the way in the back. He's catching up with his team. He's going to hit that. Can he hit the last one? He lost a little bit of speed, but he does. So he's joining up. Maybe he can collect any coin that he missed. No, it's actually going to be Arthur up here. He's got to finish the leap of faith as well. Number of teams here.
You got to think, if you're everyone else, you've already seen the Fish Fam stop that timer at 5:52, right? Just under 6 minutes. So you're thinking, we have to go. We have to be hitting these jumps, and that's just applying more pressure, right? Especially with a crowd here roaring as well. You know, there's all this pressure on the line. Nice jumps here. All right, keep looking around. Yeah, you see right there, bounce off the wall, out and around. Oh!
So difficult. So challenging. He's learning the reasons why right now. Continue to get more attempts. Meanwhile, the Funky Fighters have gotten their last coin up to the final one. Kuto being the player who gets there. He's on the leap of faith as well. So it's just head-to-head against these two. And this is very important for Funky Fighters. They need to stop Raven's Revenge. If anything else, getting second obviously important, but also because it's head-to-head against Raven's Revenge, this is such a meaningful final jump.
And yeah, I mean, don't forget, they were the winners of that first round, so they already have points built up from that. If they can secure this last point, that could be massive heading into the standings. But again, we've just got about 50 seconds left here. You can just tell they're just trying to hit the jump with everything they can.
Okay, Kuto, a little bit further than we saw him last time. He's got to make the look.
Yeah, this is the one you have to go outright, right? There you go.
Now the bounce off the wall. So looking exactly, seeing if there's any more opportunities. He makes it. Okay, this could be clutch. This could be clutch here from Kuto. Just gets to the top here, and then he needs the bounce pad. Yes, perfect. Just the coin now. He gets it.
There it is.
9 minutes and 23 seconds ahead of the Ravens' Revenge. Still time on the clock, though, for the Ravens' Revenge to collect that last one. And what's impressive, too, is that 2 players have actually completed 4 players up above, but now the rest of them 1 second remaining. It's still going to be the Fish Fam, 5 minutes and 52 seconds who take that one. That second map of the world run is down and done.
Man, mad props to the Fish Fam. They did it in almost under 5 minutes, right? They came out at that 5:25 mark, 5.5 minutes. Now, Funky were right behind them. A little longer, right, at that 9:23 mark, but still, they got all 30 points. If we have to go to tiebreakers, these 2 teams have 1 more point than everyone else up at that 29 mark, so that could very well make a big difference heading into tiebreakers. But again, Fish Fam, way to show up. I respect it.
It's crazy, the improvement from game 1 into game 2.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Ravens Revenge obviously in the first match coming out ahead, but Fish Fam clearly improving all across the board. It wasn't just one person. It felt like it was the entire team because that time was unbelievable. That's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, we'll have to see who else can do it. Again, you know, Ravens Revenge had a fantastic showing. Funky Fighters showed up there at the last moment. And then, obviously, the Fish Fam. But don't forget, you still got players like Fortuna over on Sunshine Soldiers. Everyone, all of these teams have someone that's going to get them very, very far, right? We've seen that. But now the question is, heading into this next match, what does that mean? Fish Fam have already completed it. Funky have already completed it. Raven have gotten close. Does that mean we're going to see another 5-minute timer? Could we see it even faster?
Good question. And what Ravens Revenge needs to figure out how to end the match. Because if they don't, then they won't be able to get ahead. They won't be able to close out, especially as other teams go ahead. Fish Fam knows how to complete it. They've proven that they can complete it. Funky Fighters as well.
Yeah, sure. Well, for now, let's send it over to the stage where Pookie is standing by with the Fish Fam. And Pookie, real quick, ask them what their favorite fish stick is.
You know, can't always make it all about you, but I am down here with the Fish Fam. It is, dare I say, official. They're the first team to take a victory in the death run. I'm going to start here with Suzu. So you were the one that essentially clutched that victory for your team. How did that feel?
It felt great. Like, at first, I choked the bouncer, and I thought I choked the level as well. But then I figured it out, and I just picked up the coin. I was like, wait, this is it? Let's go, baby.
It definitely looked like you were in a little bit of a precarious situation there for just a second. Was your team cool?
Oh yeah, gros bug.
Very beginning. It
Excusez-moi.
Here on the stage today competing, being able to help these guys out, pulling through to a victory. Are you going to continue the strategy going into the next game?
We've got the strategy on lock, and obviously it's awesome. We're helping these guys win.
Allô? Allô? Ouais, c'est en live là. Je suis en train de live la Coupe du Monde, Créative. Mais j'ai déjà fait, dans la j'ai au moins fait 100 vues là. Ça fait 3 heures sur live. J'ai 15 likes et 3 dislikes. Bon, c'est pas beaucoup. Ça empêche.
Il y a Kawaka qui fait des parties perso. Partie perso de jeu.
Avec Dragon.
Non. Ça matin je t'avais rejoint mais comme tu parlais pas du coup j'ai quitté.
Ah bon?
Ouais. Non ça m'a dit que t'étais en direct et comme j'avais pas envie de trop du coup j'ai quitté. En plus tu parlais pas. Et quand je dis ça matin c'est en midi hein.
Ah mais ouais j'étais en train de... J'étais en train de manger. Je vais paramétrer mon live.
And we're going to take a look at some of the kind of strategy that goes into it. But first, all of these competitors who are here, who are competing
Du coup, en fait, je t'en
have had an opportunity to get there. It's been incredibly stressful.
Bon les gars, je vais arrêter de diffuser la World Cup. Je fais un duo là. Et putain, ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas... Marshmello va faire un concert là.
Quand est-ce?
Bientôt. Non, ils ont remis le panier en Hermélo, mec. J'aime pas du tout.
Moi, demain j'aurai une carte PS, donc t'inquiète.
Ah, ok.
Comme ça tu peux regarder tes bugs.
Ouais.
Moi, le seul truc que j'ai acheté dans la boutique, c'est la pioche emblématique.
Emblématique? Où tu vois ça? C'est quoi ça?
C'est dans les trucs là, les trucs bannières. Il y a une pioche, genre tu vois les fonds sont stylés. Moi j'avais acheté la pioche parce que la pioche déjà elle est belle et en plus comme elle change de couleur, donc elle ira avec tout, tu vois, c'est la pioche parfaite genre.
La pioche emblématique. Oh, ça. Moi, je sais pas si j'achète la pioche de Poiscaille ou la danse d'Ousilès.
Du coup, tu me rejoins ou pas là?
Bon les gars, je vous quitte sur cette danse. Ben, allez voir sur la chaîne de Fortnite le reste du live créatif. Et ben, passez une bonne soirée et bye tout le monde.